This is the Cowboy State Daily Morning Show with Jake. The new way Wyoming wakes up.
It's time to take a look at what's happening around Wyoming. From the Cowboy State Daily News Center, I'm Mac Watson. News is brought to you by the Cody Night Rodeo, where real cowboy action comes alive. Get your tickets starting March 2nd at CodyStampedeRodeo.com. All 59 Wyoming representatives who were on the House floor on Thursday afternoon voted to convene a special committee to investigate the checks given to lawmakers on the House floor on Monday. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that the committee will investigate if it was an act of bribery or legislative misconduct.
That exploded again Thursday when Representative Carly Provenza, who originally shot the photographs of this incident, brought a provision to convene a 7-representative investigative panel to determine whether this was bribery or misconduct. There was extensive debate, like 3 hours.
Rebecca Bextel is not a state legislator or a registered lobbyist. She's a political activist, and after starting her outlet, the Open Range Record, she was registered to attend this year's session as a member of the media. Senate President Bo Biteman told colleagues on Thursday that Wyoming needs to stop waiting and start leading as demand for electricity is expected to spike. Cowboy State Daily's David Madison reports that Biteman spelled out a vision that would put Wyoming in front of Trump's push for American energy supremacy.
So one bill that was voted into introduction on Thursday directs the Wyoming Energy Authority to study the transmission opportunities. What is the best way for Wyoming to approach the energy market? Senate President Bo Biteman stood on the floor today and told his fellow senators that he wants Wyoming to be the tip of the spear.
Introducing Senate File 123, the Wyoming Energy Dominance Fund, Biteman spelled out a vision for the state to position itself at the front of the Trump administration's push for American energy supremacy. Backed by roughly 105U, download the Wyoming 511 app for hands-free information on your mobile device. This message is from the Wyoming Department of Transportation.
My name is there's real work here. That's why I'm building a data center on this ranch with a Wyoming company called Prometheus Hyperscale. This project will create thousands of Wyoming jobs, and it will use Wyoming's natural gas resources. We need to build Wyoming. I'm doing this for the future of Wyoming.
Build Wyoming with Prometheus Hyperscale. Go to buildwyoming.com. What if healthcare worked the way it should? Hoskinson Premier Care. Comprehensive quality care with one predictable fee. Unlimited office visits, annual wellness exams, preventative screenings, and advanced imaging. Primary and specialty care, in-house labs, mental health and wellness support, including physical therapy and nutrition. Just for $250 a month. No copays, no deductibles. World-class care right here in Gillette. We are the future of healthcare now, and your doctor works here. Visit HoskinsonHealth.com.
Cowboy State Daily News continues now. Wyoming regulations. Cowboy State Daily's Greg Johnson reports that environmental groups say the move ignores science and invites legal challenges.
What they say is that it really was a giant overreach on government's part to then just be able to use this rule to say it affects the Clean Air Act. Everybody I talked to within Wyoming said that this is way past due. There are detractors. Environmental groups say that they're going to keep fighting it. I think they were just ready to sue whenever this came down. So that's going to face lawsuits.
By eliminating the rule, President Donald Trump and EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin say they are doing away with the single largest deregulatory action in U.S. history, according to an EPA statement announcing the move. A Wyoming House committee advanced a bill Thursday that would provide funding for a study on how data centers, carbon capture, and other large-scale industrial projects might sap or impact the state's water supply. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports this is just the beginning.
It would be $500,000 to investigate the things that take water out of our water cycle, that sap Wyoming water. Data centers were implicated in that bill. And an environmental group that actually said, we don't want you to pass this bill right now, said that's because it wasn't big enough. It didn't give enough money. It didn't have enough scope of investigation. And they want to go bigger.
Representative Carly Provenza out of Laramie says data centers pose a consequential problem in Wyoming. And that's a look at today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting that daily newsletter button at cowboystatedaily.com. I'm Mac Watson for Cowboy State Daily.
Our beautiful world is changing, withering, dying. by the hands of those who don't value nature, even though we all depend on it for life itself. But there is hope. Together with caring friends, the Nature Conservancy can restore our lands, heal our waters, and save our wildlife with big solutions only nature can provide. But every day we lose more of the places we love, and we urgently need to save endangered lands, waters, and wild species. The actions we take today will determine the tomorrow we leave to our children and grandchildren. The water they drink, the air they breathe, the beauty they experience. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve our beautiful world, visit nature.org today.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Am I echoing? Do I sound like I'm sitting in a garage? Good morning, Wyoming. And the world. Yes. Good morning. It's Cowboy State Daily, Saturdays with Jeff. I am on location this morning. If you can believe that. Wow, I sound really weird. I sound like I'm sitting in the garage, which I am. Yes. It's Cowboy State Daily, Saturdays with Jeff. It's my own show. Give me a call. Join the program. 307-620-8866. I want to talk to you. You can also text this show. 307-620-8866. What's on your mind? What do you want to talk about? What do you got going on this weekend? Are you on location? I think I am the first morning show that has been on location, right? Right? Is that right? Let me turn up my microphone or my headset here so I can hear myself and not like the echo in the room. That's weird. I'm not used to hearing myself. There we go. I can just put two headphones in instead of one. I don't like to. Oh, yes. I am on location. I think this is the first show on location. I don't know if Jake has been anywhere else except his studio. I haven't been anywhere else except my studio. I know the last Saturday show guy, he wanted to go on location, but he never did. So I think this is the first show on location. There's 7 other people sleeping in this Airbnb. I am in Immigrant, Montana this morning. Chico Hot Springs. Yesterday was my birthday, and today is Valentine's Day. That's why I have my Dixon red whatever shirt on. I'm celebrating today, Valentine's Day, being a year older and doing the show. It's like week 7. Is it week 7 on the Saturday show with Jeff? I think so. Or more. You know, I filled in for Jake on Thanksgiving. That's when the ball started rolling. And then Christmas. And now every Saturday, 6 to 10 a.m. Mountain Time, you can join me. Join the program. Give me a call, 307-620-8866. I checked the phone lines. They are working. Let's see here. You can also send me a text. We are streaming on YouTube. See if anyone's in the chat room yet. Have you been to Chico Hot Springs? This is my first time in Chico Hot Springs. So I'll tell you the story about all of this here. It's interesting. Last year, I was getting ready to turn 50 years old. Both me and my wife are the same age. Her birthday is on February 11th. Mine is on February 13th. Last year, we were going to come to Chico Hot Springs to celebrate our 50th birthday together. She got sick right before we were coming, so we had to cancel. The place we were going to stay in Livingston at somewhere. I think it was the Murray Hotel, maybe. They were super nice, gave us our money back. So there was no deal with that. So that was nice. But I was working for a cell phone company the last year and a half before I started my new job, working for State Farm Insurance, or Raleigh Haruza, anyway, agent at State Farm Insurance, which if you need insurance, you can always call me. But that's a different story. We were selling Verizon Home Internet, and at the time when you got Verizon Home Internet, you could get a television for free. Yeah, it was a great deal. Get a Samsung 42-inch TV or something, or if you wanted to upgrade to the 55-inch TV, it was $100. So everybody that got it, I was like, why would you not upgrade? It's $100. Well, the phone is ringing already. Good morning. You're on CowboyStateDaily.com.
It's $100. Oh, the phone is ringing already.
Oh, they were like, he picked up my phone. Who was it just called? Somebody from a 479 number. So anyway, back to my story. Hopefully everything's streaming all right, because I am on location this morning. So I was selling a Verizon Home Internet to a lovely lady. And she was like, well, what am I going to do with this TV? And I was like, well, one, you need to upgrade to the 55-inch. And two, set it up. You're going to get a free TV. Why not? She was like, well, will you come over to my house and set up my TV? And I don't know. My wife always gives me crap because I don't know what it is. I can't say no to about anything in life. So I was like, sure, just let me know when you get the TV. I'll come set it up. So as I'm talking to her during the interaction of me upgrading her phone, getting Verizon Home Internet, I was telling her about the story of me and my wife wanting to go to Chico Hot Springs. My wife got sick. We had to cancel, yada, yada, yada. And she goes, hey, you know what? I have an Airbnb that is like 3 miles from Chico Hot Springs. It's like a 6-minute drive from Chico Hot Springs. If you come and set up my TV, I'll let you stay there for free for a weekend. I was like, well, that's one heck of a trade-off. I will definitely take that offer. But when I left Verizon in October, she went on vacation for a while. She was gone. I never hooked back up with her. I never talked to her again. So when I left, I was like, man, I'm so upset because I never got a hold of so-and-so that was going to let me set up her TV and give me a free weekend at Chico Hot Springs. So it was about like October, November. It was about the middle of October, maybe the beginning of November. I got a Facebook message from Bernie, who's the lady that has this place. She Facebook messaged me and was like, hey, I went into Verizon. My husband needed a new phone. I told him I know a great guy that'll hook you up. I came by to talk back with you to if you're still interested in setting up my TV and staying at my Airbnb, let me know. And I was like, what? Thank God she got a hold of me, because that was when I left Verizon. I was like, it was always in the back of my mind. I was like, that was the one regret I had. I was like, I never hooked back up with Bernie. I never saw her again. So luckily, by the grace of God, she got a hold of me. And about 2 months ago, I went over to her house, set up her TV. I rearranged her entire guest room, set up the TV, got her all set up. And even last week, she messaged me and was like, oh, my Netflix hasn't been working on my main TV. If you could come over and help me out. So I went over and helped her out, set up her Netflix. And then I got her Peacock. She's been watching the Olympics. The TV quit working again. Luckily, I downloaded it on her phone. She's been watching the Olympics on her phone. She called me yesterday. I was like, well, I'm getting ready to leave. So let me know. Maybe I'll come over Monday or something and help you out. But so I am on location this morning in Immigrant, Montana, about 6-minute drive from Chico Hot Springs. We haven't went there yet. Yesterday, I drove to Bozeman because both my kids live in Bozeman in Montana right now. My daughter goes to school. My son just lives there. He's working for AmeriCorps at the the Montana State University on campus. So both my kids are living in Bozeman, Montana right now. So I went to Bozeman yesterday, hung out with them for a while, and then we came to Livingston, ate dinner, And then after dinner, we drove here to the Airbnb, so it was dark. I know I think we're in Paradise Valley is what they call it. It's just beautiful here. So it's going to be interesting when, the sun comes up and I go look outside and there's probably a bunch of mountains and just beautiful scenery here. And we're going to be going soaking at Chico Hot Springs after this show. So finally, after last year getting, having to cancel, being sick, now this year we're back. And hopefully today, the weather has just been gorgeous. The crazy thing, when we got here last night, the Airbnb, no one's been here for like a month, and the heat wasn't on. So it was pretty chilly when we got to the place. It's 30 degrees right now in Immigrant, Montana. The high today is 43. Let's see, in Wyoming right now, it's 30 in Buffalo, 23 in Gillette, 22 in Laramie, 26 in Casper, 28 in Billings, 26 in Sheridan. So it's actually a little warmer here in Immigrant than it is in Sheridan. 37 in Denver. But when we got here, the place was chilly. So you crank up all the heat. And when I was in here, I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, took a shower. I've been sitting in here for, a half hour, getting ready for the show. I walked back out into the house, and it's like a heat wave, just like punches you in the face. It's so hot in the house. I went around and turned all the heat down. It's like 90 degrees in the house right now. It's even, I was like, when I walked back in, I was like, man, it's hot in here. And my son, who's asleep, I think he was just talking in his sleep. He was like, yeah. Yeah, it is hot in here. So last night, when we got back here, I set everything up. I think everything is working. I'm in the garage because the router for the internet is in the garage. And I have to hardwire one of my boxes to, it's the barracks box is what it's called. You got to hardwire it to the router. So that's another reason why I'm sitting out here in the garage. And also, first it was just going to be me and my family. And now my sister-in-law, her daughter is here. My brother-in-law, his fiance is here. So we've got a jam-packed Airbnb house full of people. And hopefully they're not all listening to me doing the show right now, which they probably are, because I can hear myself echoing. I'm trying not to talk too loud. But I warned them. I was like, hey, if you guys come, just warning you, I have to do a show from 6 until 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And I can't stay up that late Friday night, which we stayed up way too late last night. We started playing cards. What's it called? Golf? We were playing golf, and I didn't win. No. We do have a jam-packed show today. Coming up here very soon, and actually I should probably open up the Zoom room in case he is coming in, make sure everything works today. William Alexander, he's an Australian singer-songwriter. This guy, you got to go check him out. If you like classic country or just music at all, there goes every time I start my Zoom, won a Golden Guitar Award. He is going to be on the show here I think he just entered the Zoom room. Here in just a few minutes. We might have to take a break here because I think William just entered the Zoom room. Love is Blind Season 10. Are you watching? It started on Wednesday. I watched all 6 episodes. We're going to talk about that. I'm not going to spoil anything just yet. Catherine Britt, another Australian hit maker. Her album is sitting at number 2 on the Australian charts right now. She's going to be on the show. My Aunt Ann Marton, Ann Willie. The 50th anniversary of the Buffalo High School Lady Bison's only state basketball championship is this year. She is going to be on the show in the 8 o'clock hour. We forgot to play the Democratic Cowboy voicemail last week. We're going to play it for you today. And also the Redneck Files, Jessica Lynn Whitty, Chris Jones, their brand new song came out yesterday. Let me double check here. Yes, William Alexander is trying to get in the Zoom room. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with Australian singer-songwriter William Alexander. You do not want to miss this guy. He's got an amazing voice, Amazing talent, amazing album. His latest single, All I Stand to Lose, is out now. We're going to talk all about it next.
Hey, Wyoming, ready for news that actually feels like Wyoming? Tune into Cowboy State Daily Radio with heart, humor, and a little Western kick. From ranch roads to mountain peaks, if it's happening here, you'll hear it here. No fluff, no filter, just the real deal. Real voices, real stories, real 100% homegrown.
This is the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Hi. I'm your retirement fear. But don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. Here, this is pretirement.org.
Retirement savings options? Potential tax breaks?
Move.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
You got this.
Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
So as a technical sergeant, E6.
I served in Vietnam in 1969.
I am a U.S. Army veteran.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes.
Try to always be there for each other.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I can't say that I have. I mean,
If you don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts, it can be really bad.
Eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
I guess it's a part of the military too, right? Service before self.
It was drilled in, service before self.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me, When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Maybe. Cowboy State Daily Saturdays with Jeff right here on Cowboy State. Give me a call, 307-620-8866. We are on location this morning in Immigrant, Montana. I'm sitting in a garage. William for emerging talent in Australia, Australian bush and heritage music. He channels the timeless sound of classic country, shaped by years getting ready to come out. He's hanging out in our Zoom room. It's past midnight in Australia. We thank you, William, so much. This guy has had kind of a whirlwind, last month or so. He was at the Tamworth Music Festival. You won your first. I mean, how cool was that? What was going through your mind?
Oh, I don't know what's going through my mind. It's still blank. I still can't really remember. It's early for what I envisioned. So I'm grateful, to be in this position.
Like the first time you performed, he was there, or what's the story here, William?
Yeah, I've known Pete for about 10 years halfway, and I wanted to look at his guitar or something, I think, and he let me have a bit of a pick of his guitar, and he said, "Oh, do you want to get up?" And he had his fiddle with him, and he played with me, and ever since then he's sort of just popped up here and there, and given me some encouragement or given me.
It had to be awesome. I mean, the song is a true story about, is this like a wild horse you tamed?
It was a few years back now. Our state parks here were trying to bring the numbers down. It was very controversial. There were, and I had a team of horses for work at the time, and I thought, I've never plucked a young horse out of the wild before. I was just curious to see what it would be like. So I said I'd take one on. They gave me this yearling, and he ended up being my
of you. Now, we like in Wyoming, does he?
No, but that he used to. It's only because he's not doing as much work at the moment. I'm just not put shoes on him.
Taking care of his feet, which is pretty sweet. Tamworth, I mean, you were there you performed all over at least.
Clear answer. I performed at the Golden Guitar Awards on the night.
Yeah.
In a suit jacket and everything. So, to be up there with all the cameras on you, it's not something I'm used to.
Yeah, and you did the song, you crushed it. I mean, the backing.
No, it definitely varied. There were some times I was alone. There was other times I would have a few performers with me, but the band were in the studio on the song. They actually recorded the song with me.
Nice.
So to have them in the backing band was pretty cool as well.
Yeah. Well, Lindsay was playing with you. Yeah, one of your producers. We'll talk about him coming up here shortly. But your sound, I mean, this is classic country, and it seems like it's coming back in Australia. The last few artists that I've had on from Australia, it's like, how did it happen?
I don't know. If I could play any different, I would. It's just how it comes out for me. I mean, the kind of music I gravitated to when I was younger was probably just the older stuff, and it felt more.
Yeah, it's well, and we'll talk about it. But I mean, one video I saw, are you still doing that? What are you doing for your day job?
Yeah, I'm not a full-time day working, I suppose is what you'd call it there. And I'm juggling that because the music is something I'm trying to put more focus on. I'm just trying to keep a little bit loose there. So I'm still on properties, and I'm still, working cattle and stuff here and there to make a bit of money.
He doesn't have as much time to do the day job, which is great. I mean, that's probably what he wants. I mean, you have.
Oh, I don't know. I'm probably a bit self-detrimental. I still don't know if I do sometimes. I don't know. I grew up singing in tune. A lot of people come up to me at shows, and I can certainly hold a tune well enough to get attention. But yeah, I don't know. I don't hold myself in too high a regard, and I don't know if I ever will.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're humble, I guess. But I was listening to you this week. When I started listening to you, I could listen to this guy because it was just like soothing. It was just, I mean, I don't know what it was, William, but I just couldn't stop doing. It's working, and I think you're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger because you did Forever and Ever Amen just on your social media. I mean, the Randy Travis classic. Were you listening to classic country, like American classic country, when you were growing up?
Oh yeah, I mean, I listened to all sorts, but yeah, I've always loved the older country music, and just when country music was deeper. I don't know. For me, I guess these days it's become a bit more joy and all that, but and you don't get as much of that anymore. So if that's what you want out of country music, you got to look back. That's where it's make it happen again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, country music in the States is pop music. That's what I always say. Yeah. It's not. I mean, Doubtful Sounds, which is Australian place, reviewed William's first album, and he said it's to fill there.
I haven't heard that one. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was like, wow, let's put some pressure on the guy. Fishing. And there's one video you pull a drink out of your shirt pocket, and I was like, that's ingenious.
I had one of my bandmates was with me fishing, my mandolin player, and we're not too good at social happens, and so I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just fishing and I had a can of beer in my shirt pocket. And I was going through the footage later, and I thought, oh, that's brilliant. Let's use that.
Oh, it's brilliant. I was like, man, next time I'm fishing, I'm definitely doing that. Just putting my drink in my shirt pocket. That works perfect. We're chatting with William Alexander. Go check him out. He's at William. You've been recording your stuff with Lindsay Waddington, which is, I mean, he's been all over the place. He's a singer-songwriter
award, which I was lucky enough to win last year, and that's his initiative. Lindsay started that in an effort to, I guess, to, like we were talking about before, bring country music in Australia back to its roots, and to get people to copy you folks. That they want to sing about Texas and Nashville from Sydney. And we've sort of lost our own identity a little bit, I think, at times. And so that Lindsay started that award in the hopes that he could discuss.
Yeah. Well, and we'll talk about it, but you have been playing shows with Paul Ricketts.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of, I mean, it's because it's so young. There's the third winner's just been announced recently, but it's still a young thing. So we've all become a bit of a family, I spent a lot of time with Lindsay up at his place in Queensland, and Paul's in on it too. We're all just a big family, trying to do the same, trying to achieve the same goals, I guess.
Yeah,
one of the perks of the job, I guess.
Yeah. And what does Lindsay think about that?
Oh, as far as I'm aware, he's all right with it.
We'll do all right for ourselves.
I live right in the heart of New South Wales, in a town called Dubbo, is where I'm based at the moment, and
So you still are in Dubbo, because that's the first line of the new track.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What's he talking about? And then it all comes together. Right. But
yes,
let's take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. William Alexander, go check him out. WilliamAlexandermusic.com. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Bandcamp, Spotify. His latest single, All I Stand to Lose.
State Daily, Wyoming's daily dose of raw, unfiltered, and occasionally uncomfortable truth.
I don't do talking points. I do.
It's truth, sarcasm, and grit. Shaken, not stirred.
Let's just say I see a lot.
From the capital to the county fair, if it matters to Wyoming, Jake's got something to say. And he show. Weekdays on CowboyStateDaily.com and wherever you get your dose of reality.
Not for the easily.
Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Hi. I'm your retirement fear. But don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. Here, this is pretirement.org.
Retirement savings options? Potential tax breaks.
Move.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
You got this.
Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan.
Come on! Go, Diane! Yeah, keep it going! Yeah! Go, honey!
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane! Woo! You got this!
So as a technical sergeant, E6.
I served in Vietnam in 1969.
I am an U.S. Army veteran.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes.
Try to always be there for each other.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Always tough, right?
I can't say that I have.
If you don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts, it can be really bad.
Eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
I guess it's a part of the military too, right? Service before self.
It was drilled in, service before self.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me, When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Welcome back, Cowboy State Daily Saturdays with Jeff. We're on location today in Immigrant, Montana, and in the Zoom room is Australian singer-songwriter William Alexander. I love this. When you go to his social medias, if you go check him out, WilliamAlexandermusic.com. He's on Facebook, Instagram. I love this. This is like a bunch of old guys hanging around playing some tunes, William. I mean, did these guys help you write the music? Did you write it?
These old blokes are some of the best we've got in Australia. They're the best players in the country, and they're in those years, and they're picking and choosing what they want to do, and just to have them in the studio and to see them sit down, look at a chart, and then come out with something brilliant right off the bat. yeah, it just makes the job enjoyable for me.
Out like it's just another day at the office. Just just hanging out here jamming. What a life. Yeah, they probably played 1 million tunes and it's just videos of his songs. You posted that your song Boundary Rider Blues kickstarted something exciting. It was an exciting project.
It was the first single that I recorded with Lindsay in the studio, and at the time, I didn't really know I was making an album. I didn't really have a plan. We got in to record that song, and we thought, oh well, maybe we'll do some more. And as time and the songs came out, we just kept doing more. And we thought, oh well, guess we're doing an album.
Well, that's pretty good. So I guess the artistry, the songs must have started coming out of you.
Yeah, no, they thankfully they did. I hope they keep coming. It's one of those things where I don't know how much is in the world, so you just keep, as they come, you're grateful and you just enjoy it while they're there.
Yeah, wow. The new single, "All I Stand to Lose," Stephen at Blue Sham. You said you wrote this a while ago and kind of sat on it. Why?
Retrospectively like that a lot of the time. So I suppose when I wrote that, it just felt, that's a bit too heavy to be part of my repertoire. I just couldn't imagine it. Had these beautiful arrangements for it, and we couldn't not have it on the album.
Yeah, no, it's a great song, but yeah, that's we talked about it earlier. The first line, such a long road. Did you grow up there? How far are you away from home?
I did grow up in Dubbo, but when I wrote the song, I wasn't living here. I went down south of here for 12 years or so, and I was there working on properties, and when I wrote the song, I was really wanting to go back home, and that's sort of what that trying to go back home to where I wanted to be, and lo and behold, I'm here now.
Yeah, he's back. I mean, we have farms. What are we doing?
It's much the same. There's a few differences in practice, but really the industry is much the same. We've got farms where, much like you would have, there's broadacre cropping and cereals and grains and wheat, and then we've got the livestock industry, which is what I'm a part of, and involved in cattle mostly.
Yeah. Doing more cattle ranching here. Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, the shows with Paul Ricketts, or was this all, both of you recording with Lindsay?
No, we didn't know each other. We got together just through the association, and he just sort of quickly became like a big brother to me. I mean, he gave me advice and sort of helped me, let me talk through different things I was going through when I was the winner, and I guess because of that, he became like a big brother to me, and now we're close as anything now.
Yeah, now they're playing is out now. I had Anthony Snape on the show last week, who's another Australian singer-songwriter, just an incredible math book. Like your song, Wild Rowan Brumby. I mean, this is like a story about your horse. It can turn, just like if you wrote a story on paper to a song. I mean, how can you do that?
Things that I seem to be able to do it sometimes, and I'm grateful that I can. And if I can keep doing it, that's great. But if it stops one day, I don't know how to get it back, because I don't really know what the method is. It just sort of, I do get stories in my head, and I get melodies in my head, and sometimes by a stroke of luck or circumstance, they seem to come together and it works. But it's a lot of bashing my head against the wall until it does work.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Oh yeah, it's not a pretty process.
Yeah, your album, the Singing Stockman, you didn't have.
I've dabbled with the beard on and off since I was a teenager, since I could grow one. I've gone through a part of who I am now, but who knows? It might disappear again one day.
Yeah, when he's like my age, the beard will be gone, so he can look like he's 25 again. That's
right.
I saw you had a few albums. Like, is there a reason? Did you yank everything off Spotify? What?
Yeah, I had I released all kinds of music, whole record label, and some stuff may have got pulled because the record label folded, I think. I still have some. I didn't really think of it as releasing albums. I was just making CDs and taking them around to people. They were all made in someone's shed or something like that. They weren't done very very professional. Well, not done too professionally or anything.
Yeah. They're still out there lingering somewhere if you dig hard enough. But go to Spotify. Right. You can check out all of William's.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. That one, I guess that sound probably of the States came over here and influenced a lot of people, particularly in the 1930s and the 40s. But it developed. So I think songs like Queensland Rangers is a bit of a throwback to what our music used to be, I suppose. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about this song. People need to go and listen to this song.
It was a poem written by a man named Banjo Patterson, who was a very famous poet in Australia back in the 19th century. I found the poem, and it had been put to some music, and it was some really sort of happy music, and dark sounding stuff, and turned it into a bit of a ballad. And my producer at the time came up with all kinds of wacky sounds and things to put on it, and that's definitely one of our more interesting productions.
Yeah, it's a very interesting song, but yeah, it's good stuff. Shows this week. You got shows in May. You just announced some more stuff. You got an award. I mean, lots of stuff in the works this year.
There is lots of stuff. I mean, at the moment, it's focusing on this. It's just getting in front of as many folks as we can, and yeah, I'd like to get over your side of the world as soon as I can too, and it'd be great to bring the songs to Wyoming, to Montana, Colorado, and to
You'd crush it around here, William. They'd love you.
It would be good. It'd be great.
Yeah, they'd just eat you up, man. Go and follow him. He's on Facebook, Instagram. He's everywhere. Yeah, I just kept listening. Great songs.
It's done. It's I suppose I can let you know now. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. We haven't announced it, but we're looking at May 1st is when the album's going to come out. So We're going to have an announcement in a couple of weeks, I think, is when we're going to be announcing the album. But
Valentine's Day, February 14th. So March, April, we only got 2.5 months, and
that's right,
and more. So, and it's a full length.
It's a full length. We've got 10 songs on there.
Nice. Well, there you go. Much more music coming from William Alexander. So go and check him out, WilliamAlexanderMusic.com. Will, thanks so much for coming on, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on the show. Great to talk to you.
Yes. Have a great weekend.
Cheers. You too.
There he is. William Alexander. Wow. Yeah, great talent, great dude. Let's see here. I don't know if my internet fix. And hopefully all is going well. But yeah, it goes to green and then not to green, then to red. Yeah, then it just drops right now. Drop frames. So I don't know. It said when I ran a speed test this morning that my internet was fast. But you never know when you start streaming and doing interviews and Zoom calls and everything else. Let me go to YouTube here. Okay. Looks like I'm all right. We'll see. How's it going out there? 307-620-8866. Send me a text message. Let me see if anyone's texted me. No one's in the, you can see mountains from the Sunoco. That's, somebody texted me that in the YouTube Zoom room. Big thanks to William Alexander. Let's see here. We're about to the top of the hour. But yeah, if you like classic country music, if you like any kind of music, go listen to that guy. Just a soothing voice. Great stuff. I turned him on this week and I could almost just not quit listening. It was so awesome. But yeah, See, now it's just fine. I don't know if it was just because of the interview. Hopefully it comes up fine on the recording of it later on today. Have you been to Chico Hot Springs in Montana? I'm going to be going there today. Give me a call, 307-620-8866. I am on location. I am sitting in a garage this morning. Yes, in a garage. That's why I probably sound a little hollow. I don't have my egg crates and my blankets and carpet and everything else surrounding me. I'm in a room. I was going to come on. My family was kidding me. They were like, you should come on and say that you got kicked out of your house or you couldn't pay rent and you're living in a storage shed. I'm living in a storage shed right now. But no, I'm on location. Immigrant in Montana. We'll talk more about that. I need to go look outside once the sun comes out. I don't even have a window in here. So I'm in the dark. But give me a call. Let me know how the stream is going. If it's going all right, 307-620-8866. It seems like it's going fine right now. It's green. I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired in. Oh, Green's texting me. Let's see what he says. It's working for just you, but Zoom Room was a buffer fest. Great. It's the top of the hour.
It's time to take a look at what's happening around Wyoming. From the Cowboy State Daily News Center, I'm Mac Watson. News is brought to you by the Cody Night Rodeo, where real cowboy action comes alive. Get your tickets starting March 2nd at CodyStampedeRodeo.com. A parent of a kindergartner is angry after a teacher at Sage Elementary School in Rock Springs read a book about non-binary gender ideology to her son's class. Cowboy State Daily's Kate Meadows reports that the principal said the teacher stopped reading the book when she realized what it was about.
The parents say the book was read in its entirety. They want the school to teach kindergartners how to read and not push an agenda. Now, the school will say, we're not trying to push an agenda. The parents want to know, how did the book get in this kindergarten classroom in the first place?
My Shadow is Purple is a rhyming picture book by Scott Stewart about a child whose shadow is neither the traditional boy color of blue nor pink, but purple, representing a mix of both, but also something new. In an effort to fix Wyoming's physician shortage, a bill to create a new pathway for foreign-trained doctors has advanced in the House. Cowboy State Daily's David Madison reports that Representative Jacob Wasserberger says Wyoming is headed for a health crisis.
Wyoming is projected to lose around 335 physicians by 2030, which is just around the corner. And currently, 18 of Wyoming's 23 counties have a health professional shortage. And so this is lawmakers and working with medical administrators and professionals around the state trying to get ahead of the problem.
The bill passed its introduction vote 60-0 with 2 members excused and was assigned to the House Labor Committee. No members spoke in opposition. I'll be back with more news from the Cowboy State Daily News Center right after this. WYDOT wants to remind you, download the Wyoming 511 app for hands-free information on your mobile device. This message is from the Wyoming Department of Transportation.
My name's Brady Thornock. I manage my family's ranch here in Uena County. Ranching teaches you to think long-term, and it teaches you that Wyoming stays strong when there's real work here. That's why I'm building a data center on this ranch with a Wyoming company called Prometheus Hyperscale. This project will create thousands of Wyoming jobs, and it will use Wyoming's natural gas resources. We need to build Wyoming. I'm doing this for the future of Wyoming.
Build Wyoming with Prometheus Hyperscale. Go to buildwyoming.com. What if you didn't have to travel out of state for expert rheumatology care? Hoskinson Health Rheumatology offers access to 2 world-class rheumatologists right here in Gillette. From early joint pain to complex autoimmune disease, patients receive advanced diagnostics, in-house infusion therapy, and coordinated care. Expert rheumatology expertise close to home. Hoskinson Health Rheumatology. We are the future of healthcare now, and your doctor works here. Visit hoskinsonhealth.com.
Cowboy State Daily News continues now. The 2 men killed Sunday when their semi-trailer exploded on impact with another semi on I-80 near Green River were identified on Wednesday. Cowboy State Daily's Greg Johnson reports that a father-son driving duo was from Citrus Heights, California.
The son was driving at the time. The truck veered over through an extra lane and hit this other truck that was illegally parked on the side of the highway. And as in a movie, their truck exploded on impact. Their family has put out a post on a GoFundMe page that kind of explains, just how it was really, of course, sudden. Nobody could see it coming. Now, the truck was parked illegally. You're only supposed to be able to park on the highway if you have an emergency.
According to the Wyoming Highway Patrol, 36-year-old Aleski Fedun was driving their Volvo semi-trailer along with his father, 76-year-old Vladimir Fedun, before 5:30 a.m. Sunday when the truck drifted from the far left lane through the right lane and collided with the parked semi. Cheyenne Lead's CEO, Betsy Hale, says that she's got a solution for the Heinz building, which has been empty for over 40 years, and the burnt-out area next to it known as, quote, the hole, unquote. Cowboy State Daily's Renee Jean reports that Hale says she has the funding to turn the area into 69 units of workforce housing.
Changing that has involved layering a whole bunch of different things together, different financial packages, plus a pledge from Cheyenne Leads to put in $1 million to this project. There's a $6 million grant from the WCBA.
Carved out by a fire that destroyed Mary's Bake Shop in 2004, the gaping Heinz Hole, as it's often called, has become a symbolic void right in the middle of Cheyenne's downtown. And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting that daily newsletter button at cowboystatedaily.com. I'm Mac Watson for Cowboy State Daily.
There's a lot of need in the world, and if you're like me, it can seem too big to make a difference. But that's why I decided to start volunteering with Mercy Ships. Dedicating a few weeks or months of my life every year in the service of others has brought me more than I could ever imagine. Plus, I'm getting to meet people from all around the world and make lifelong friends. Hey, Michelle. And with so much to do here, there's an opportunity for everyone to make a difference.
High five.
But the best reason to volunteer is knowing that no matter what you do, you're helping change people's lives every day. Whether it's for 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years, when you volunteer with Mercy Ships, you'll find your purpose, your people, and your place in this world. And all you gotta do is visit mercyships.org today. I hope to see you soon.
Cowboy State Daily Saturday show with me, Jeff, on location this morning. Hour number 2. Wherever you may be, however you may be listening to the show, I appreciate you tuning in, making us a part of your Saturday. It's Valentine's Day. I got my red on. It's chilly out in the garage. I am in Immigrant, Montana. I'm heading to Chico Hot Springs for the first time ever. Today. I didn't make it there yesterday because I had to go to Bozeman, get my kids. We ate dinner last night in Livingston. Yesterday was my birthday. Wednesday was my wife's birthday. So it's like birthday week for the family. So we came here to Chico to celebrate. And I told the story about how I got here in the first hour. It seems like everything is fine on the stream when it's just me, but they said the Zoom room, the interview was a mess. I'm so sorry to Mr. William Alexander. What a great dude. Great artist. I mean, that guy's got a future ahead of him. I forgot to ask him how old he was. I think he's like about 28, 29. Yeah, good dude. William Alexander. WilliamAlexandermusic.com. Is that what it is? But go check him out. We're going to play an interview with Catherine Britt. Hear some of that. Another Australian artist coming up here shortly. And we have Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty in the last hour. My aunt, Ann Martin, Ann Willie is supposed to be coming on next hour. But hopefully the Zoom's not just a a nightmare again. I don't know. Maybe we should just call him on the phone. We'll see. Give me a call. Let's see if the phones are working. Green's out there listening. We need Travis to call in anyway because we need to talk to him about this guy and his Moosh tournament, his card games. I don't know. I've never played Moosh. It's something like that. But yeah, give us a call, Travis. He was just texting me. We want to talk about him winning, or I'm going to call him here. Him or Camino needs to call in and talk about they won, and now they're probably going. I think last year they went to Salt Lake or Fresno or they're somewhere. I think they go to Nationals. I don't know where they go next, but we'll see if Green gives us a call here, or maybe we'll just call him. But yeah, we need to get the story on that. What time is it here? 7:00. How was your week? Did you watch Love is Blind season 10 yet? Well, first before that, what did you think of the Super Bowl? You know, we talked a lot about the Super Bowl. I kind of thought that viewership would be down because we had the Seattle Seahawks against the New England Patriots. Two very regional teams. I mean, I know a few Seahawk fans around here, but not a lot. And then the Patriots are the Patriots. You loved them when Tom Brady was there, or you hated them when Tom Brady was there. You're sick and tired of them, which I'm sick and tired of them. I can't stand the Patriots. But yeah, so viewership of the game was down a little bit from last year, but it's still a Super Bowl. You know, it doesn't matter. Oh, maybe. Let's see if this is Green. Good morning. You're on CowboyStateDaily.com.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, there he is. He heard me talking about him.
Up, checking on you.
Just checking on me. Hopefully my buddy in Australia said
worked.
the
It
Zoom
worked some, but it was just buffering, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I could see my drop frames here on the OBS player was just like in red half of the interview, and I was like, oh, that's not good.
But you sound the same in the garage.
Oh,
you can probably hear yourself, but it sounds good in the garage.
Okay, I'm not echoing to you guys as it is in my head.
Right.
Well, that's good. Well, congratulations. I don't know how you guys pull it off every year. How many wins is this for you guys?
Not every year. It's been a while. We've been second, and this is only our second win for the Bighorn Bass Club tournament.
Yeah, so the Bighorn Bass Club, what is it? Moosh? It's like M-U-S.
Yeah, Moose.
Moose tournament.
Moosh.
Moosh
Yep.
tournament. It's a bass card game. Is it 5 cards, 3 cards? What the hell is it?
4 cards, and you play as a team. And so Jason and I are a team. It's somewhat like pitch, I guess, where you bet highs, lows, pairs, and then a game that's a total of 31.
Wow. So how many teams were there that you were competing against?
7 teams.
7 teams. Did this last? I mean, did the games last 10 minutes?
It takes a while.
Yeah.
We started at 10 in the morning. I think we got done about 8 that night.
Oh, wow. It was that late?
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while. Well, Jason was late, too, because he forgot.
Well,
I almost called you when you talked to him last week on your show, and he's like, oh, I'm going to work at the golf course. And I was like, maybe I should tell him, and then I didn't. And then, so yeah, when I got there and he wasn't there, I called him. I'm like, hey, you remember we got Moosh today? And of course he didn't. But he made it, and we won. It all worked out.
It worked out for the best. But when you texted me the picture of you guys winning last Saturday night, I was like, really? How did Camino pull that off?
All right.
He was at a concert the night before.
Yeah, he was at,
Oh.
He just keeps going. It was a little rough a few games there, but he rallied.
It's a good thing it's a team. It's a team effort.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Well, congratulations. Because I mean, before you've went somewhere else. Do we go somewhere else?
Yeah.
What happens next?
So we're going to San Francisco.
Wow.
We're going to San Francisco. It's a Father's Day weekend. And I guess they've got a big Bass Cultural Center there, which is probably where it's at.
I'm trying to think when I went to San Francisco if they're... Well, I mean, we did go eat at a Basque restaurant. I know they have a couple of Basque restaurants, so they obviously have.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few things going on there with the Basque and large community of them there.
Yeah, I think they have quite a bit of a Basque community there, so that's cool. Have you been to San Francisco?
Yeah, exciting. No, I've been to California, but I don't think I've ever been in San Francisco. So, yeah. Excited for that.
Wow, that's kind of cool. I mean, San Francisco is the most beautiful, dirtiest city I've ever been to.
Well, that's the other part that I hear that's kind of rough these days, but that's all right.
Yeah, if you're driving, you might want to pack something. But I didn't say that.
Well, I think we'll fly.
Yeah, it's probably a jaunt out there, but wow.
Yeah.
So Father's Day, when is that? That's like the third week in June,
June, yeah.
Huh. Well, that won't interfere with any fish shows or anything, so you might be all right.
No. I'll have the fish shows in April, and then they're going to announce their summer tour this week, so I'll let you know what that is.
They better.
It'll be announced this week. I know what they are. I'll text you where they are. Nothing too exciting.
Well, it can't be anything around here, because if they go back to Dick's.
Dick's, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Green... I was refereeing the fish. I mean, we're talking 2% of the people know what the hell we're talking about. The Jam Band Fish, they're going to the Sphere in Vegas for like 4 weekends coming up in April and May. And Travis, I was refereeing. He was texting me, and I didn't get him till like 2 hours later. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" We tried the lotto. We struck out with that. He got online, and actually, you got a ticket for one of the shows.
Yeah, and it was cheaper than the lottery too, which was surprising.
Yeah, which is a total head scratcher. It's like, boy, thanks for screwing your fans. I mean, I thought fish was
those were
good
better
to
seats
us.
Was the thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, because on the lotto, they were $300. He texted me a picture. There were like 150 that he got. I was like, what's going on here? First, he got a ticket, and it was cheaper than what they said.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, I was trying to get you in on the Ticketmaster rodeo. But
and if I would have been around, I would have said, just get me one, or I'll go with you.
Well, I should have.
Yeah, you should have just got two. Because
you can still go. StubHub's kind of expensive. I've been looking to get another night while I'm there, but I don't know.
Yeah, if I want to drop $500 to go now.
Yeah.
How much are they? Are they about that? $300-$400, or what are they on StubHub?
Yeah, you can get the obstructed view, which you don't want.
No.
And they're the only cheap ones. And then other than that, they're $400 at least.
Yeah, because he's high up. But I said the Sphere, you don't want to be down low. I mean, it's probably better.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great view,
Yeah.
And I've heard all their songs, so
yeah,
I don't need to see them.
Travis, I could not even fathom how many shows, because I've seen hundreds. This guy right here has watched every fish show for the last decade. I mean, from his couch, but yeah, it's
yeah.
It's so bad
not
anymore.
Too many surprises there.
Yeah, there's no surprises for us. And when I watch a fish show, I turn it on, and I mean, if it's not within 5 seconds that I know the song, something's wrong. Yeah. We've seen
it's
it all.
a bust out or something new.
You're like, wow, what is this?
Wow, what is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get all excited and you're like, oh, it's just, whatever. Yeah. I've heard this one. Well, that's cool. So what do we got going on? I mean, you're a huge ice fisherman. Is there any ice?
It's a tough year to be an ice fisherman. I drove by the lake yesterday. Now I'm just kind of hoping that it goes away so I can get the boat out.
Yeah, now it's just like forget winter, just stay nice.
It's just beautiful out this weekend. So,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, not much ice fishing. Can't get a boat in yet. So,
I mean, how many times
kind
have
of in limbo.
was it once that you ice fished this winter?
I went a couple times around here, and I only went to Boise once this year. Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I said it when we came out to Montana. I mean, there's no snow here. I said the ski resorts just had to be taking it in the shorts this year.
Yeah, they're finally getting some snow in Colorado this weekend. But yeah, it's been tough to be a winter sports enthusiast, I guess.
Yeah. And when you went a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, he sent me the pictures. Like, the ice doesn't look very thick. I don't know if I'd be going out there.
It was just enough.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so he'll be sitting at home. What is there any shows tonight? What are we doing?
I think J-Rad's on again tonight. I watched Billy last night. Billy Strings.
Nice. Yeah, I think I did see that J-Rad was tonight.
You need to check out that second set, Hide and Seek, last night was pretty neat.
Pretty awesome.
Yep.
Nice. I'll check it out. When you send it to me, I'll check it out.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the fish dates too. You won't be too excited, but unless you want to go to Madison Square Garden in the summer.
The fish tapes from what?
No, the tour.
Oh, the tour dates.
Summer tour.
Oh, to MSG again?
Yeah, they're going to do some MSG so that they can hit 100 at MSG on New Year's.
Nice. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
We won't be there, but yeah.
And Madison, they're going to play in Madison, Wisconsin. You can go back there.
Ooh. That might be an option. We'll see. We'll see when the dates are.
Fenway again.
Oh.
We had tickets to Fenway one time, remember?
Yeah, we did.
And we didn't go.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, well.
I forget what happened there, too, but we did have tickets the last time they played Fenway, and we didn't go.
Yeah. Well, maybe this year. We'll check out the dates. Maybe if it's on a weekend, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Dick's for sure, though. Labor Day, Dick's.
Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods Park. We're not just saying Dick's. It's that we're actually meaning something. Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
So we don't get fined here.
In the beautiful Commerce City, Colorado.
Yes, right next to the big post office facility. Right there. It's great. Well, right on. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yep.
Congrats.
Well, enjoy your vacation.
On the Moose Championship.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Take her easy. There's Green. Somebody just texted me a picture of Camino at the Tanner Usry concert. We'll show you that coming up next. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's Cowboy State Daily Saturdays with Jeff.
JB Hunt now has CLA truck driving jobs in the Cheyenne area, and they're hiring Class A drivers for a local dedicated route. Drivers can make $78,000 a year and be home every night. Plus, medical benefits after 30 days on the job, also earning paid time off on your first day, and enjoy other perks like a company-matched 401k. As a company founded by a truck driver, JB Hunt is driven for you. So head to drivejbhunt.com to see the JB Hunt difference. That's drivejbhunt.com.
This is the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner.
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back, Cowboy State Daily, Saturdays with me, Jeff, right here on cowboystatedaily.com. We're streaming on YouTube, all of our social media. You can call the show, 307-620-8866, just like Mr. Travis Green just did. You can also text the show. You can go on YouTube and stream us. Just go to Cowboy State Daily. Somebody just texted me on my phone. I should probably call my mom. I wonder if she's awake. Oh, Green just texted me the fish dates. July 7th and 8th at the Kohl Center in Madison. July 22nd, 24th, 25th, 27th, 29th at Madison Square Garden. And then July 31st and August 1st at Fenway. Yeah, we were going to go to Fenway back, that's probably 10 years ago now. July 31st and August 1st. That's a Friday and Saturday. Wow, that is very tempting. Very tempting. But first, you got to get tickets. And I'm a huge Yankee fan. And I just despise the Red Sox. I just cannot stand the Boston Red Sox. And I don't know if I can go to Fenway. I was like, well, the only way I could go to Fenway is if I went to go see Fish. I don't know if I could go to a baseball game at Fenway. I could probably go maybe to the Yankees, Red Sox. But anybody else, I don't know if I can do it. There's no way I could just go to a Red Sox game if they were playing the Astros or somebody. No way. I said, I'll go see Fish at Fenway, and you know, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to go there. Here is a picture from Tanner Usray's Facebook page. Let's see here. We can share the screen here. If you can see it, Camino is in the picture here, right here. There's his head. Here's Tanner. This was last Friday night in Rapid City, South Dakota. Camino up front and center. That's twice now that he has... Can you see him? I don't know if you can see my cursor. I don't think you can. But, yeah, he's right there below the brim of his hat. There's Camino's head right there with the brown hat on and his typical green shirt. That's his concert shirt. I told you the story about the green shirt when we went to Kitchen Dwellers. He's like, I really like that Kitchen Dwellers green shirt, but all my shirts are that color. And even the shirt I have on right now is green. And then he went and bought the green shirt. And then I guess I should have asked Travis, because Camino said that it shrunk when he washed it and he had to give it green. So I guess Travis was lucky, and he's the skinny one out of the bunch, and he got the shirt that was too small. I can't remember. I don't know if he bought an extra large or just a large. Hopefully the stream is going well. How is the stream looking for you at home? Give me a call or send me a text, 307-620-8866. The only thing, I'm on location here in Immigrant, Montana. The only thing that I should have brought more is my microphone here is clamped to my table. This is not the normal table that I have at my house. And I should have brought 2 clamps because it took me like an hour to finally get my microphone set up. And I don't really want to touch it because I'm afraid if I do anything, it's going to fall down. So that's the only thing. I should have brought 2 clamps. But other than that, besides the internet not being as good as it is at my house, we're doing all right so far. I think anyway. It seems like on YouTube, when it's just me, oh, there was a little buffering. And my frame count on my screen seems fine, or it's in the green still. 4,199 kilobytes per second. And when I ran a speed test earlier, it said I was doing all right. But, yeah. So let me know. 307-620-8866. Somebody just sent me a text, which I won't read on the air. But yeah, Camino at Tanner Usray. If you are looking for a new country artist, go check out Tanner. He's amazing. I think that's like the 3rd time Camino's seen him. But yeah, let me know how your stream is going. We're still in the green. I think we're still doing all right. I think it's all right when it's just me. It was just the Zoom room that got us overwhelmed. What? Have you started watching Love is Blind season 10? Season 10 just dropped on Wednesday. It was my wife's birthday on Wednesday. We are huge Love is Blind fans. Last season was terrible. So this season, I was like, how's this going to go? Well, it's looking pretty good so far. Love is Blind. I binged 4 of the 6 episodes on Wednesday when it came out. I watched the other 2 Thursday night. Great season so far. Last year, I don't remember how many. Was there like 4 couples that came out? Not a single one got married. This season, 7 couples came out of the pods. Are you watching it? Give me a call, 307-620-8866. I'm not going to spoil anything yet because it just came out on Wednesday. It's Saturday. It's only been 4 days. It's the first 6 episodes. I don't want to spoil anything just yet, but get to watching it because I'm going to keep talking about it for the next 3 or 4 weeks as they drop episodes every Wednesday. They'll probably drop like 4 more this Wednesday, 4 more the week after, and then 4 more the final 4 in like a month or something. But I love the first like 6 episodes. It's all about them in the pods. It's all, if you've never watched Love is Blind, the premise of the show is they get, I think, 6 guys, 6 ladies together. You go and you date each other, but you're in 2 different pods. You're in 2 different rooms. There's a wall between you. You never see each other. All you do is talk to each other. You can't tell each other, I'm white, I'm 6'2", or you're not supposed to anyway. I mean, sometimes you can kind of tell, not to be prejudiced, racist, anything, if somebody says, oh, my name is whatever, it might throw a hint, but there's been a couple different ones. Even this year, the lady was like, well, I'm adopted and I don't really want to tell you my country of origin because it's going to give away, my ethnicity, which was smart of her. So you really have no clue what these people look like, or you're not supposed to. And you're not supposed to really talk about it. You're just supposed to, talk to each other about life, dreams, your future, whatever, however the pods twist and turn, how you like dating, whatever. And this year, 7 couples. So you get to see a lot of the participants, but I just love it, the beginning episodes, because there's 10 people and 10 people. And the last few seasons, they only feature the couples that come out of the pods. But when they're at their quarters that they're living in, you'll see all 10 people. And every once in a while, they'll go to a shot of like the kitchen and they're all hanging out and somebody will talk and you'll be like, well, who is this person? I've never seen this person before. You see them in the house hanging out. They might get a word in. They might, get some kind of conversation with one of the people that they're featuring. So it's just kind of funny. There's one female lady who kind of looks like another gal that gets hooked up with somebody. She's a couple times in the kitchen and it's just like, who is this lady? Good morning. You're on CowboyStateDaily.com.
Good morning, Jeff. It's Jamie. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Hanging out in the garage.
Yeah, I see that. How's your little vacation?
Not too bad so far. Have you been to Chico Hot Springs?
No, I have not. I've heard really good things about it. That's where Lynette went for her honeymoon, but I've never been.
Wow, me neither. So I'm kind of excited to go check it out today. Go soak after the show, if I don't just fall over.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Saratoga Hot Springs?
Yeah, I lived in Saratoga for 2 years.
Oh shit! Crap! You've been to we used to go spend spring breaks at the Saratoga Hot Springs Resort, and it was really awesome. So I can only imagine how Chico is.
Yeah, the Saratoga Inn, it's cool because like when you stay there, there's 4 or 6 little teepee huts. You can kind of get your own hot springs. At the resort. Yeah. And it has the restaurant and the brewery, and you don't even have to leave the little resort. It's really nice. So I'm sure Chico, I've seen pictures of Chico, and I think it's a lot bigger than Saratoga, but never been there. Yeah, I think it's, when I saw some of the pictures, I think there's two different pools. So we'll see. It's outside, but you're in the hot spring, so and it's supposed to be 40 or something today. So as long as it's not 40 below when you get out, you don't freeze to death. But.
Well, that's the only thing. Even if it was that cold, it's not bad when you're in this hot springs. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's even better when it's cold. When it's a little cooler outside to hop in the hot springs. Yeah. Are you working this weekend? Are you off, or what's going on?
No, I work tonight. I bartend tonight, so.
She's out at the Outback tonight. If you're in Buffalo, Wyoming, go see Jamie.
You and your lovebird are looking for something to do.
Yes, it is Valentine's Day. Is there a Valentine's Day drink? Is there something special happening tonight?
Every drink is special. It's made with love from me.
It's made with tons of love from Jamie. So no matter if it's Valentine's Day or not.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
I was calling because I was talking to you through my phone because you were talking about Love is Blind. And I was like, I just got to call in. I can't handle this anymore, because I used to watch that faithfully a lot. And then they had one really crappy season, and that might have been last season or the season before. And I just haven't gotten back into it. But the whole Love is Blind thing really has me, because you have never seen a bad-looking person or a flawed person on this show. Really, you haven't. They're all pretty people for the most part.
Yeah, for the most, there's no. This season, there's a lot of good-looking people. There's a couple. There's one guy. Actually, there's a couple guys that. But they're still good. They're still decent looking, dudes. So yeah, it's. So
you can't really say if Love is Blind on this show. I mean, they have it set up in perfection. They get to go in this awesome little room. Then they get to go on this amazing honeymoon. That's not real life.
Yeah. Yeah, they go to the pods for a week or two. They get engaged, then they go to Mexico for a week. And then they go home for 2 weeks, and then they got to get married or not. So yeah, it's a totally fantasy land for the month that you're on the show.
Yeah, so it should be called like Fantasyland Love is Blind. Because I'm pretty sure anybody could fall in love in those conditions.
Yeah. Love is, I don't know. Love is blind for a 7 to 10. You know, you're not going to get a 3. So you're going to get somebody halfway decent.
Yeah. Did you see, I think it was like, it was one of the beginning seasons, and there was this guy and this girl that they ended up getting engaged, and he wasn't terrible looking, but he wasn't the best. He wasn't one of the better ones at any rate. And she was really beautiful, but she actually, like when she saw him, she was like, I can't do this. She really shut down actually, and she was ready to give up, and anyways chose to continue and work through it. And because she did an interview about this, how she said, I just like wasn't physically attracted to him once I saw him. And she ended up actually falling in love, and they ended up like truly falling in love, having kids. And yeah, you'll have to look at that interview because that was a pretty cool one. And yeah, she straight up says like, he was not attracted to me once I saw him.
And they worked it out.
His name was Kevin, if I remember correct.
I'll have to see if I can find that. I do remember that though. Yeah. So it's.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. There's been all kind. And that's what's cool about the show. But the more seasons that went on, and last season, I think it was more the people were just there to be on TV. They weren't really there to actually find somebody. And this season, you should watch this season. It's really good.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I plan on it.
Yeah, it's really good, and with 7 couples, there's at least some that's going to make it. Last season was awful, and I almost was like, I don't know if I want to keep watching this show, but this season they've really done. And last season was in Denver, which even makes me feel worse because I'm like, these are like our regional people, and they were a dud, and now this season's in Ohio, and they're crushing it. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, just because Denver is kind of close, it's not like regional people. It's still Denver.
it's still people in Denver. So come on.
Yeah, you said you binge watched it on Wednesday, and I'm like, dude, some of us work. I can't binge watch it on a Wednesday. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I usually I can't binge watch stuff, but it was my wife's birthday, and that's what she wanted to do. She's like, I just want to watch Love is Blind. I was like, well, whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I made it through 4 of the 6. But yeah, you'll and when you start watching, you get completely sucked in, and you just keep watching it because every episode ends and like with a cliffhanger or something. You got to keep watching it. So, but.
Oh, I work tonight, but then I'll have plenty of time the next couple of days to watch. So
yeah, tomorrow. So
yeah,
happy Valentine's Day. Have a good night tonight.
Yeah, thank you. You have a great time in Montana, and yeah.
I'll let you know how the soaking is next week.
Yeah,
so,
sounds good.
Right on. Have a great day. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
There's Jamie. She's in Buffalo, Wyoming. Give me a call, 307-620-8866. Yeah, Love is Blind, season 10. 7 couples. And it's funny because usually they send them all to Mexico. They send 6 of the 7 couples to Mexico, and they send 1 of the couples to Malibu because the couple is so in love, there's no drama. So they don't really want to show them. They're like, well, we have these 6 other couples that are more drama, so we're going to focus on them and the one couple that's, in love already, and they're going to make it. We're going to send them to Malibu. We'll just show them 10 seconds every episode. Yeah, my wife looked it up because she was like, what? Why are they sending this couple to Malibu? And that was why. Because I was like, can they not afford 7 trips to Mexico? What's going on here, Netflix? Do we not have enough money to send them all to Mexico? Yeah, all the contestants are from Ohio or living there. Last season was awful. Not one couple got married. It was even less episodes than normal because they had nothing. It was terrible. So this year, way better after 6 episodes. So give it a try. Watch it. We'll be talking about it. I want you to talk about it. Let me know. It's 7:45 or almost 7:43. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
News happens at any time, any place. That's why at Cowboy State Daily, we're dedicated to the stories that matter, with reporters stretching from your hometown across Wyoming and beyond. It doesn't matter if it's happening in Yellowstone, the capital in Cheyenne, or the most remote slice of Wyoming. With over 150 years of combined journalism excellence, if it affects Wyoming, it affects you, and we've got it covered. Upstream from the herd, we're Cowboy State Daily.
You're listening to the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Sometimes fatherhood
I'm the first Viking who wouldn't kill a dragon.
can feel like an epic battle.
But you will.
But you can change your kid's world just by being there. And with a little help, you won't believe how high they can soar.
All right, bud, you ready?
I'm proud to call you my son.
Come on!
Never stop being a dad. To learn more, visit fathersincorporated.com.
Logan Wilson here at the M Building in Casper, Wyoming. They do more than just support businesses and private events. They support nonprofits by offering reduced rates to help the community thrive. The staff here at the M Building have been incredible in helping me organize a fantastic event. They are great partners for those who want to make a positive impact on the community. Come check out the M for your next event.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Cowboy State Daily Saturdays with yours truly, Jeff, hanging out in Immigrant, Montana. I'm on location today. First show ever on location. Our internet's not the greatest here. I ran a speed test. It said my internet was great. I don't like my coffee mug, or I don't like the lid on this coffee mug, because when I take a drink, it's like one of those liquor bottles that just pours a shot. It like just gives you, like a half drink. It's like, I want more than just what you're giving me out of the cup. I want more coffee. I've had 3 hours of sleep. Come on. I need more caffeine, please. 13 minutes to the top of the hour. My Aunt Ann is coming on, coming up in the second hour. As long as her son, Daniel's wife didn't give birth today, because Hannah is due right about now. I was hoping she'd have it yesterday, because yesterday was my Aunt Ann's birthday. I was born on my Aunt Ann's 16th birthday. Kind of a cool fun fact there. Ann Martin, who's Ann Willie, she was part of the very first and only Buffalo Lady Bison state basketball championship team. 50 years ago. This year, 1976. Unreal. The very first year that Wyoming High School basketball was sanctioned in Wyoming, the Buffalo Lady Bison won the very first state championship. They haven't won one since. And this is the 50th anniversary this year. So we're going to have Ann on coming up next hour to chat about that, reminisce a little bit. I think the coach is still alive. I think she's in Wyoming, or in Buffalo even. So we'll catch up with Ann coming up here in about 20 minutes or so. I don't know if she's coming out at the top of the hour or we'll see. We'll see what time she enters the Zoom room. And if the Zoom room goes to hell, we'll give her a call and just do it over the phone. Because I don't want things lagging. Oh. Buffalo captures title in Class A. She just sent me the newspaper clipping. Holy cow. Buffalo nipped Torrington 44-42 Saturday for the Class A Girls State Championship. It was the first loss of the season for Torrington? Wow. Ann Martin headed the Buffalo scoring charge with 14 points, followed by Teresa Washut with 8, Kelly Hepp with 7, Margaret Camino with 5, Joy Anderson with 5, and Deb Norman with 4. Wow. Torrington whipped Buffalo by 44-42 in the Class A East Regional last week, but the Buffalo girls turned it around. Martin triggered the second half Buffalo scoring surge with an 8-point tear in the third quarter. Buffalo never trailed in the fourth period, but Torrington managed to pull it to a 41-41 deadlock with 2:40 left in the game. Washut got a key field goal for Buffalo in the final 2 minutes. Anderson sank a free throw. Torrington had several chances in the last 2 minutes to move the game in the win column, but Buffalo blunted the comeback hopes with some solid defensive work. And led the way with 14. That's my aunt, baby. We'll be chatting with her coming up here very soon. How awesome is that? And how crazy is it? I mean, don't take any championship for granted. 50 years ago, it's like, oh, we won the first one. They've never won one since. It's insanity. Yeah, just like, the Patriots coming back to the Super Bowl with Drake May. It's like he's the youngest quarterback since Dan Marino. Yeah, Dan Marino went once. He never went back. Don't take anything for granted in life at all. It's crazy. But yeah, hopefully my, okay, there it updated. My internet here, it said my internet was fast. But if it's just me on here, I think everything's going fine. But my interview earlier with William Alexander, I think was a train wreck on the Zoom room. So we'll see how Ann goes. If it starts lagging, let me know, and we'll just go over the phone. But yeah, so yesterday was my birthday. Yesterday was my Aunt Ann's birthday. But Thursday morning, when I get in my truck to go to work, I'm pulling out of my driveway, and there's a box sitting on my windshield wipers, like on the hood of my truck. I was like, what is that? Is that a box? So I stop, grab it, and yeah, there's a green box, green duct tape box. And I look, and I'm like, oh, it's, well, we don't want to show his address or my address. It's from Camino. I was like, oh, well, that's cool. He got me something for my birthday. And I shake it, and it's heavy. I'm like, what the heck is in this green duct tape box? So I hold on to it until yesterday morning because, when you're 51, you don't get too many gifts for your birthday. Actually, I did get, my daughter got me something. My kid got me something. My wife got me. So I did get more than I planned on getting. Because when my wife said, what did you want for your birthday? I said, nothing. Don't worry about it. I just got 2 CJ Box books in the mail. It's the decade of Amazon. If people want anything anymore, you just get it. which is awful, but that's how life is. So I'm like, is this a bomb? What the heck could Camino have got me? So I opened it up yesterday morning, wondering, what is this? So I opened it up, and he got me 2 bars of Crest soap. Or Coast soap. Not Crest, Coast. 2 bars of Coast soap. 50 plus washes. Which I'm gonna open one of these here. They smell great. And he also left me a note. He says, "Here you go, you cheap Basco. 2 bricks of bar soap." If you listened to the show last week, I had a little rant about soap. No contour for your lady hands, though. Be careful not to drop it on your foot. Probably weighs 2 pounds apiece. $1 per bar at Dollar General. Cheers. Happy birthday, Jason. So yes, last week on the show, I opened a bar of Irish Spring because bars of soap, they've cheapened them out. It's no longer a bar. It's like the bottom is completely cut out. It's like half a bar of soap anymore. So look at this. Ooh, man. Look at these Coast bars. Ooh. See that? That's what I'm talking about right there. That is a bar of soap. Ooh. Yeah. No contour for my lady hands, though. But, ooh, look at Camino. He knocked that out of the park. I got 2 of them. Oh, and they smell so good. 50 plus washes. Coast soap, Montana. And the lady that owns it, when I was going to the bathroom last night, there was a basket on top of the toilet, and it had some bars of soap in it. And I was like, ooh, let's check out these bars. These are Dial. I can't remember if they were Dial Select, Dial. This is way before COVID. These are probably 10 years old, which it was a 3-pack that was like taped together. It was like the old school ways. There's no cardboard box. But look at this. Yeah, the Dial bar. It's a bar of soap. It's not halfway gone. Old school bar of soap right here. So yes, there's even some bars of soap. When I took a shower this morning, I used one of these, and I was just in heaven. Just in heaven. Get the old bar of soap. So yes, thank you, Camino. Love you, buddy. But yeah, he gave me 2 bars of Coast soap. And the original eye opener, Emerald Burst, luxurious scented moisture bar. I can't read. What's it say? Odor protection, everything fragrance, or I can't read that. My eyes are too bad. Gentle cleansing and hydrating moisture. 7-ounce bar. My brother told me to get off my cheap butt and go buy like the big bar or the man bar or something, but I'll take my 2 bars of Coast soap. Because that bar of Irish Spring that I opened like last week, it's almost already gone. Let's see if we've got some viewers. We've got some listeners out there. Give me a call, 307-620-8866. Are we getting close to the top of the hour? We got like 3 minutes here. What do you got going on today for Valentine's Day? Are you Mr. Romance? You got big date plans tonight? After last night, and even getting up early yesterday morning to drive here, I had to go to Bozeman because both my kids live in Bozeman. Oh, weird. There's like soap film all over my computer now. Come on, Coast. That's what you get from the dollar bar soap from the dollar store. But yeah, so I had a long day yesterday. I drove to Bozeman. Then we drove back to Livingston, drove down here. I'm about 25 minutes south of Livingston, Montana. Here, an immigrant at the Airbnb. Bernie, the lady that has this place, told me that I'm in Paradise Valley, which is supposed to be gorgeous. I think this is where they filmed A River Runs Through It. If you remember that show back in the day. My son got me this book for my birthday, The Field Guide to Dumb Birds of North America. Let's see how much time we got here. Got about a minute to go here before the top of the hour. This is funny. I can't mention all the names. Dumbass robin. Common name, the American robin. But yes, the white-breasted butt nugget. Common name, white-breasted nuthatch. So yes, the Field Guide to Dumb Birds of North America. This thing's hilarious. Can't say that one on the, or that one. The palm burglar. Common name is the palm warbler. The Kentucky gargler. The gray cat turd. Common name is the gray cat bird. So yeah, it's got picture, or make sure that's not a bad word. It's got drawings of all of them and a little paragraph about all the birds. But yes, the Field Guide to Dumb Birds of North America. So that's pretty awesome. Coming up next hour, we're going to chat with my aunt Ann Martin, Ann Willie. She was part of the very first and only Buffalo Lady Bison basketball state championship team. We'll chat with her. We got Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty coming up in the final hour. Coming up next, it's Cowboy State Daily News.
There's a lot of need in the world, and if you're like me, it can seem too big to make a difference.
It's time to take a look at what's happening around Wyoming. From the Cowboy State Daily News Center, I'm Mac Watson. News is brought to you by the Cody Night Rodeo, where real cowboy action comes alive. Get your tickets starting March 2nd at CodyStampedeRodeo.com. All 59 Wyoming representatives who were on the House floor on Thursday afternoon voted to convene a special committee to investigate the checks given to lawmakers on the House floor on Monday. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that the committee will investigate if it was an act of bribery or legislative misconduct.
A provision to convene a 7-representative investigative panel to determine whether this was bribery or misconduct. There was extensive debate, like 3 hours.
Rebecca Bextel is not a state legislator or a registered lobbyist. She's a political activist, and after starting her outlet, the Open Range Record, she was registered to attend this year's session as a member of the media. Senate President Bo Beitman told colleagues on Thursday that Wyoming needs to stop waiting and start leading as demand for electricity is expected to spike. Cowboy State Daily's David Madison reports that Beitman spelled out a vision that would put Wyoming in front of Trump's push for American energy supremacy.
So one bill that was voted into introduction on Thursday directs the Wyoming Energy Authority to study the transmission opportunities. What is the best way for Wyoming to approach the energy market? Senate President Bo Beitman stood on the floor today and told his fellow senators that he wants Wyoming to be the tip of the spear.
Introducing Senate File 123, the Wyoming Energy Dominance Fund, Beitman spelled out a vision for severance tax revenues. I'll be back with more news from the Cowboy State Daily News Center right after this. WYDOT wants to remind you, download the Wyoming.
I manage my family's ranch here in Uena County. Ranching teaches you to think long term, and it teaches you that Wyoming stays strong when there's real work here. That's why I'm building a data center on this ranch with a Wyoming company called Prometheus Hyperscale. This project will create thousands of Wyoming jobs, and it's
Hyperscale. Go to buildwyoming.com. What if healthcare worked the way it should? Hoskinson Premier Care. Comprehensive and specialty care, in-house labs, mental health, and no copays, no deductibles. World-class care right here in Gillette. We are the future of healthcare now, and your doctor works here. Visit hoskinsonhealth.com.
Cowboy State Daily News continues now. Wyoming official State Daily's Greg Johnson reports that environmental groups say the move ignores science and invites legal challenges.
What they say is that it really was a giant. Wyoming said that this is way past due down, so that's going to face lawsuits.
Largest deregulatory action in U.S. history, according to an EPA statement announcing the move. A Wyoming house water supply. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports this is just the beginning.
It would be $500,000 to investigate the things that take. We don't want you to pass this bill right now. Said that's because it wasn't big enough. It didn't give enough money. It didn't have enough scope of investigation. And they want to go bigger.
Representative Carly Provenza out of Laramie says data centers pose a consequential problem in Wyoming. And that's a look at today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting that daily newsletter button at cowboystatedaily.com. I'm Mac Watson for Cowboy State Daily.
My name is Dre, and I had a stroke when I was only 16 years old.
It was a normal Saturday. He played 2 games back-to-back. During the games, something was off. He said his arm felt heavy. By 1 a.m., he was in emergency brain surgery because he was having a stroke.
I didn't want to, but I felt like I was just giving up.
That's when I found American Heart Association. They saved me that night. I don't know if Dre would be here today if it wasn't for the work that the American Heart Association has done.
The American Heart Association supports life-saving research that leads to medical breakthroughs. We are fighting to help prevent death from heart disease and stroke, educating people on prevention and early detection, and working every day to find treatments and cures so you and your loved ones can live happier, healthier lives. To learn more, go to heart.org today.
Welcome back. Cowboy State Daily Saturdays with Jeff right here on cowboystatedaily.com. You can stream us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, any of our social media platforms. Do we have some listeners on YouTube right now? Yes, we have some people watching. My aunt was in the Zoom room, but I could just see my lag starting. So we're going to call her. Let me see if I got her phone number in here. There we go.
Hey, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is...
Jeff, Cowboy State Daily.
Gotcha.
There she is. Boy, I love that spam blocker.
Oh, it's helpful for me because I get about 5 or 6 a day.
Oh, yes. It's awful anymore that we have to have a spam blocker to call somebody's cell phone. It's ridiculous.
And ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, Ann Willie, she was Ann Martin. If you were listening last hour, we were teasing her because she sent me the news article from back in the day. But man, the Buffalo Lady Bison was Wyoming's first state champion. Ann was a junior that year. She was Ann Martin. She's now Ann Willie. She was a big part of the team. They're celebrating 50 years, which is crazy. I mean, first, Ann, can you believe that it's been 50 years?
No. When you say that, 50 years, you go, oh my gosh, seriously? It doesn't feel like it, but yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, incredible. We were reading some of the article, but I mean, first, I didn't realize this because we've talked about this before. I had Ann on years ago just about this exact topic because the Buffalo Lady Bison have not won since then. This was the first sanctioned year of Wyoming high school basketball. Was it different? Did you have a different schedule? I mean, now there's a state championship. What was different that year?
Well, it was different because all we ever did was just play local teams. So living in Buffalo, we would play Tongue River, Sheridan, Bighorn, Gillette, and Natrona. And that's really all we played. It was anybody close. So we played other teams and but we never, it still wasn't great because we weren't really in conferences. We never played Torrington before that tournament because it was too far away. We just didn't travel that far. And now look where we travel in Wyoming. But so that was really different. And I don't even remember playing Newcastle, but that's our regional tournament was in Newcastle, and then our state was in Powell.
Wow. Yeah, because well, now it's 3A. You guys were Class A, is what it says here on the article.
Right, which was the same thing. It was the same size schools.
Okay. So pretty much the same as it is nowadays. I was trying to get my image up here, but it's not working.
Yeah, because I know Green River was in our group then too, but it was Newcastle, Torrington, Glen Rock. Actually, we did play Glen Rock that year. I remember going down there because it was closer. So it was basically the same teams that they have now.
Yeah. Wow.
What was funny about that article is there's a guy in Powell that's writing an article about this because it was there, and he sent me that article. I'd never seen it till this year. 50 years later, I see it.
Wow. So State was in Powell?
Yes. Crazy.
Was it there again in your senior year?
No, our senior year it was in Torrington.
Crazy.
But the very first one was in Powell, and they played them. They were all there because I remember playing after the other schools. So it was like 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. We were all there.
Wow, that's crazy. I would like to know how many other state championships were ever in Powell.
That's probably the one and only. I don't know.
Exactly. That's got to be it. But man, well, and that's where I saw it was the post where this guy was trying to get a hold of some of you because it's the 50th anniversary. Has Buffalo High School or anybody tried to reach out to you guys or celebrate you this year?
No. And the last time we were celebrated was 20 years ago. Jan Johnson invited us all. And so that was our 30th reunion. And we had people come from New York, come from Minnesota. We celebrated it then. And Jan had us walk out with the starters for Buffalo, and they introduced us. And it was really a neat celebration. And Coach Ina Hubble came from Lovell. And like I said, this John is doing this article from Powell, but nothing from Buffalo.
Which is too bad. Yeah, you mentioned Ina Hubble, who was your coach. So she's in Lovell. She's still around.
Oh, yeah. And we talked to her on Facebook, and sometimes I'll run into her, and she's so funny. She still calls me kid. And it was, I keep telling her, Ina, you're the only state championship basketball coach from Buffalo still. She loves it.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, Buffalo nipped Torrington 44-42 Saturday for the Class A Girls State Championship, the very first state championship. What's crazy is Torrington was undefeated.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I read the article. And what's funny is their leading scorer, Kathy Hamer, she's still a friend of mine, and I sent her that article, and we were laughing. She's the head of the whole volleyball WHSA association in the state of Wyoming. So we got a big chuckle out of that article, and so that part of it is still really neat about Wyoming. You still can touch base with people that you played against 50 years ago.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about social media. And led the way for the Lady Bison. You had 14 points. Yeah, you said Kathy, you mentioned her. She had 15 for Torrington, and another lady, Sandy Howell, had 14 for Torrington. So they had a couple of powerhouses. Who was the starting five? Do you remember for the Buffalo Lady Bison?
Well, it was Teresa Washut and I and Debbie Norman. And I think, I'm not sure if it was Joy Anderson and maybe Colette Camino.
Okay. Because in the championship, you had 14, Teresa Washut had 8, Kelly Hepp had 7, Margaret Camino had 5, Joy Anderson with 5, and Deb Norman had 4.
Yeah. And you got to remember, too, Jeff, we did not have a three-point line.
No.
And we played with a men's ball.
Wow, really?
Yes. And I thought one of the very best things they did for girls basketball was put the smaller ball in for them.
Yeah. Crazy.
I would have loved to play with that small ball.
Yeah, that's a big difference. I wonder when that came about. Do you have any clue?
No, I don't remember, but I know I was coaching because I thought this is a great thing for girls basketball.
Yeah. Wow. Well, and what happened in the second half? Because you guys were you down at halftime?
Yeah, we were. And I don't know, we just got really hot the third quarter. And I still remember this because this is so funny. I have this game on a cassette tape. Pat Rafferty well, nobody really could travel to Powell because you had to go over the mountain. It was winter and it was snowing.
Yeah.
So Pat recorded it from the radio broadcast at home, and I have that cassette tape.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that funny?
Was it Steve
and Pat's
Lawrence?
the head men's coach at Central Wyoming College right now. But we just got hot the third quarter. I remember I crossed half court right at the buzzer, and I shot it, and it banked in, and we went crazy. And we just played such good defense the fourth quarter. We didn't score a lot, but we stopped them, and we just held on to that lead. And it was unbelievable. It was just so fun and I didn't know they were undefeated, but they had beat us. They have the score wrong in that article. They had beat us by 5 points the week before for the district championship.
Yeah. Yeah, it said they beat you in the regionals, 44-42, but it must have been wrong. It must have been 39 or...
Yeah, something like that. I remember it was 5 points. That's all I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, but it says Ann Martin triggered the second half Buffalo scoring surge. She had 8 points in the third quarter. She just said she had the one at the buzzer. And then, you never trailed in the fourth. They tied it with 41 with 2:40 left in the game. What are you thinking then?
We're thinking, oh, someone please score. And it really was. We weren't scoring much at all. It was like probably just nerves, and that was a lot. We never played in those situations before. We didn't have tournaments.
No.
You got to think about that. We really didn't. It was really nerve-wracking, and the gym was packed in Powell, as you can imagine, because all the next game was waiting for us to get done.
Yeah.
And so, we have all these people in this small gym, and we'd never played in front of crowds like that. It was really, it was so exciting.
Yeah, it was a new experience for everybody. Yeah, it's like,
everyone.
We don't know what's going on. And the celebration when you guys won, you just had to be ecstatic.
Oh, it was, well, since they had beat us the week before too, and I guess just, we were so excited, and we had to spend the night, of course, because we couldn't you can't come over the mountain late at night. And we didn't sleep a wink. We all stayed up all night, and we just had so much fun. And our parents were in the motel, so it was really a kick.
Yeah, I was going to say that. We're talking with Ann Martin, Ann Willie now. She's part of the very first and only Buffalo Lady Bison State Basketball Championship, celebrating 50 years this year, back in 1976. It's crazy. Yeah, so were John and Helen, were they there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they were there.
Wow. Was it at the high school? Where was it at in Powell?
Yeah, it was. It was at their high school, and they had 2 gyms, and their auxiliary gym at that time, I know that's where we opened our first game, and it was really not much seating for people, because back then we just didn't have the facilities. And Powell couldn't host us all. We would travel back and forth to Cody. We had to stay in Cody.
Oh, jeez. Great planning, but nobody knew what the heck they were doing at that time.
No, not really.
Man,
but I'm sure we probably didn't even make. Now we make reservations a year ahead of time.
Yeah.
For all the facilities and where regionals and states going to be, and back then we didn't even know if we were going to qualify, so I'm sure we didn't even make motel reservations till the next week.
Yeah, the week before. Oh, we need to find a place for all the girls to stay. Incredible. Because you were a teacher, you were an athletic director at Little Snake River and Bags forever. What'd you coach there? Volleyball? You did basketball too, right, Ann?
Yeah, I did. Well, I did middle school basketball, but I was the head high school volleyball coach. But being an athletic director and everything that you have to do, and I think Coach Hubble, Ina had to do everything. She made all her reservations back then. They didn't even, like I said, we didn't even know as a kid, I didn't even know where we were going, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. What's happening this weekend, Coach? Oh, well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Just get ready to play.
We'll make reservations.
We'll get there somehow. Because I mean, how many state championships were you a part of at Little Snake River?
Oh my, I can't even count. Now, personally, coaching 7, but as an athletic director, we won lots. I'd have to go back and count the banners on the wall. There was, I was just very fortunate to be in a school that was very competitive.
Yeah. I mean, Little Snake River, both of your sons, when they went there, I don't know how many Jason won, but Daniel, did he ever lose a game in high school football or basketball?
Yeah. They, their first year, he was the sophomore, and a very good learning curve. And then their junior and senior year, they won state football, basketball, and track. So he was 6.
He won 6 state championships in his final 2 years.
Yeah, he was part of 6. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think about that. I'll never forget. I think he was a senior when he won state basketball. It was the week before, 1A and 2A, or the week before, and then 3A and 4A. And he was there for the 4A, and I had him come on. I was broadcasting the Sheridan Bronx game. I had him come on the broadcast for like a half of one of the Bronx games. And everybody was like, what is the Snake River kid doing talking with the Sheridan broadcaster? Why is he on there? I was like, hey, he just won state. I don't think he's ever lost a game in his high school career, and it's my cousin. So, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to that. It was great.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, what a career that Daniel had. But I mean, that's what's insane is the Buffalo Lady Bison have won 1 state championship. They haven't won since. It's been 50 years. You can't take it for granted.
They've been in it. They've been in it. And I think the closest time they got was, and Annie Storr, Annie Bauer from Sheridan, she was in that game, and they lost in double overtime.
Oh.
And I really thought they were going to win that one. I thought they finally are going to get another one, and they didn't. And then they've been in it before, but nope, we're still the only banner hanging, and we're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because they were in it a few years ago. I remember you were saying, well, this could be the year. And then, no. Wow.
Yep.
And this year, the Buffalo Lady Bison are 7-8. I didn't look at last night. That was before last night. 4-2 in the conference, which they're not doing too bad in the conference. Little Snake River girls are 14-1 and 5-1 in the conference.
Yeah. They got a tough one today, though. They're going to play Cokeville, who beat them before. So, but they're at home, and these are all the kids that I coached junior high volleyball with, and so I still talk to them all the time, and I watch them, and they're pretty good.
Yeah. Well, then you come back for your senior year. What happened? Because Wheatland won?
Yeah, Wheatland won in overtime. They beat Torrington again there. We lost a real close one, semifinal against Wheatland the night before. I think it was Wheatland we played because it was at Torrington, and I don't know. It's just you got to have a lot of luck too after coaching all these years.
Yeah,
we had basically the same team back, and I don't know. We were there and we just didn't finish, and that can happen. I just remember I was hustling, and I looked up in the crowd, and my dad was like, you better get after it. And boy, I was trying really hard, and we all were. But it's just, sometimes these other teams came back, and Wheatland had probably a 6'2" center, and that we didn't have anything to match that.
No.
They had a really big girl, and everybody was getting better and understanding tournaments and things then, and it was tough. It's tough to repeat. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No matter what the sport or situation is, it's not easy to repeat it anything. But man, to have the first 50 years later, you still have the only. I mean, you got to feel pretty proud about that.
Oh, yeah, and I think what's exciting, I can't wait to read the article that this guy's going to write in PAL, is he got a hold of several of us. I know several of my teammates from Buffalo talked to him. So I can't wait to hear what they say. I told him to please send the article to me because, he's really good. He asked us all these questions and he was trying to get a hold of all the state championships. So it should be a pretty big article.
Yeah. That'll be fun to catch that, because a lot of the ladies. I mean, how many? I mean, Barb was on the team. You guys are still best friends. How many of the ladies from the team are you still in contact with?
Well, I still talk with Teresa Washit. Some of them on Facebook we talk, but like if I run into Jackie or Kelly in Buffalo, it's always good to see them. And I talk to Colette.
Yeah.
And I've run into Marguerite Camino and her husband. They're from Reno, and I ran into him at a National Athletic Directors Conference in Nashville, her husband.
Wow.
So, it's just kind of fun. And if I see Debbie in Buffalo, because Debbie Norman lives in Buffalo, if we see each other, we always visit. It's really always fun.
Yeah. You got a bond for life. That's for sure.
Yep.
Ann is in Wickenburg. I was looking here. In Phoenix, it's 53. How's the weather today?
Oh, today it's going to be beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky. It'll probably be 72 to 74 today.
Nice. What's the status with Daniel and Hannah? No baby yet. You're on the show, so
no baby. No, Diane. We had dinner together last night, and day, so we're just hanging in there.
Because she's due like now, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, and it didn't happen on our birthday. So how was your birthday? Happy belated birthday.
Well, happy belated birthday to you. You were my best 16th birthday present ever.
Yes, I arrived on Ann's 16th birthday. So you'll know how old she is because I told you how old I was in the first hour. So another year around the sun. We're getting older. I guess we're still here. So that's all that matters.
Yep, that's right. It's great.
Yeah, so awesome. Any plans for today? What are we doing?
Well, the big celebration around here today it's called Gold Rush Days because Wickenburg, there's gold mining all around here. And that's what started this town. So they're having a big celebration. We have a parade today, and they have about 60 vendors downtown with their tents, and they'll have all kinds of events. So that's what's exciting in Wickenburg today.
Well, there we go. Big happenings in Wickenburg, Arizona. Well, thanks, Ann. Congratulations again. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Appreciate it. And I shout out to any of the Bison fans or Bison girls, good luck, girls. If you ever make it to a state championship, we're all rooting for you to hang another banner.
Yeah. Banner number 2. It's waiting for you. Get one up.
That's right.
There. Yeah, right on. Well, thanks, Ann. Have a great day.
Thanks, Jeff. You too.
It's CowboyStateDaily.com.
Let's face it, mornings are tough. Gotta get up, gotta get the kids ready, feed the dog, the cat, every other living thing in your house. Oh, get caffeinated. Whew. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But you also want to be informed, catch up on what's happening in Wyoming and the world as well. Hear from the newsmakers of the day. That's why Cowboy State Daily has The Morning Show with Jake. Jake Nichols talks about the news you care about, not some ponderous, overwrought, inside the Beltway show that's syndicated out of New York or LA. You want the news that's going to affect you and your life. Jake interviews not only the newsmakers, but the deciders, the people who make the decisions for the future of Wyoming. Plus, you'll hear the stories directly from our award-winning reporters from Cowboy State Daily. So make sure you start your day off the Wyoming way with Cowboy State Daily's Morning Show with Jake Nichols. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Stream it on our homepage. Watch it on YouTube. Cowboy State Daily's Morning Show with Jake. Oh, and don't forget your car keys.
This is the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Mom, I got it. What are you doing in there?
I got stuff.
Are you a dog?
I wouldn't do that. Have you seen the pliers? Where'd you find those?
It's not your birthday.
Sorry.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa.
Take care of yourself.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
We're not powerless, so long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
Don't be afraid to seize that moment to talk to your friends.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space.
The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Welcome back. Cowboy State Daily, Saturdays with Jeff, right here on cowboystatedaily.com. We're streaming on YouTube, all of our social media. I just hit the wrong button. There we go. And that's the phone lines. Yes, give me a call, 307-620-8866. Robbie Hart says, happy birthday, Jeff. Robbie listening in New York. Let's head to the phone lines. Good morning. You're on cowboystatedaily.com.
Hey, Rickett.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. I was loving that interview with Ann.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of something. One time somebody asked me, how's the football team going to be this year? I said, shoot, I don't know. And they said, well, there's no Caminos on the team, so probably not very good. And so there being Caminos on the 76
on the only state championship team, it's fitting.
Yeah, right. I mean, I know Ann was the highest scorer, but still.
Yeah.
They had two of them, Marguerite and Colette.
Yeah. Let me see here. I was going to say, I know there's at least two of them. Yeah, Colette and Marguerite, both on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to know something else? There's only been one volleyball state champion, and it was 84, and Stephanie was on that team.
Really?
So, I mean, yeah. There's just not very many Camino girls. There's been a ton of Camino boys. And, yeah, I mean, we can't hold it up forever.
That's crazy. We can't keep winning state championships for you people. Come on. Somebody else has to step up. That's an insane fun fact that the only...
I just thought it was funny, but yeah.
I can't believe they've only won one volleyball state championship, too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. 1984, and Stephanie was on the on the team.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear Travis on earlier?
No, I was asleep. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I mean, look at you. The Moose champion again.
Yeah. I know. Gosh, that had been a long time. That was great.
Well, and
you remember I was going to go cut trees. So I'm all dressed to go cut trees, and then right about 10 o'clock, like 5 till, Travis texts me. He's like, hey, you going to play Moose today or what? And I'm like, son of a gun. And I was really kind of upset because, I mean, my mind was on finishing up this job.
Yeah, I got work to do. I can't come play cards. But then it worked out in the end. Yeah.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Then it worked out in the end. You won the whole damn thing.
Yes, yeah. And we get to go to San Francisco, and it's just a cool place to go, I think, with the Bass Cultural Center being there. And, yeah, just really stoked about that.
Yeah. Have you been to San Francisco?
Well, not really. I've never spent any time. When we'd go see New Orleans when he was in Stanford, Palo Alto, we'd run to, edge of San Francisco and eat somewhere or something like that. But never spent any time there.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. And it's in June, so even better. Be just perfect.
Oh, but what about the World Cup? I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Like, I don't know how rooms are going to be, how busy everything. I don't know.
And it's probably there in San Francisco. I think so, because we're talking about going to New York in June because my daughter's turning 21 and she wants to go to New York City. And my son was talking about it last night. He was like, well, I think the World Cup's around then. So we'll see if they're going to be in New York at the same time.
Yeah, I guess I should look at tickets, I guess. But, I mean, it's not going to be the U.S., but.
Yeah, but still.
I get to see.
Maybe it won't cost you $1,000 if it's not the U.S.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was getting at. Yeah. Those seats will probably be $50.
Yeah. That's what I told my son. I go, you're not going to waste every dime that you have saved up to go to a World Cup game. He's like, well, we might be in New York, so it might work out. We'll see. So.
When this whole thing was starting, there was a lot of talk about if it could be, if the U.S. was playing England the 4th of July in Philadelphia or New York, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
And that would be cool.
Yeah. That would be incredible. So, I was shocked when Green sent me the picture that you guys won Saturday. It's funny if you listen to the replay. He goes, I was going to call in when Camino called into your show last week and remind him that he had to go play cards.
I was so mad that he didn't. I said, dude, why don't you call me then? Anyway.
Yeah. Give me a heads up, but it worked out for you in the long run. So that's good. Are you finishing the job now, or what are we doing today?
Yeah, I got to get out there and go to work. I'm waiting for Johnny to call me. So he's supposed to call, but he said too. He said not early. We'll get out there, but not early. So
not too early.
I'm leaving it up to him.
Yeah, let him get a hold of me before I get too excited. Yeah. So right on. Well, I mean, how was the Tanner Usray? I mean, you've seen him. How many times have you seen him now?
Three
times. Did you see the picture? I showed the picture earlier. You got a front row picture on his website.
Yeah, I could see. Well, I can see my hat.
Yeah, you can see kind of Camino's head, just his head floating. In the
You're right. I mean, that's my total Tanner Usray get up to go to the concert. So I don't mix it up very much. It's just me.
I said, hey, he's got his patent green shirt on, so that's how you can see him.
Shoot. That is funny. Yeah.
Did you hear me talking about your bars of soap earlier?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so thanks.
Glad you got the gift. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I wondered, I set that on your hood of your truck, and then I didn't hear from you for a few days, but I'm glad you waited till your birthday.
Well, I had to wait because I was like, this might be the only gift that I get on my birthday. So
isn't that great? We turned 50, 51 now. You get a box of soap.
Yeah, I got.
You stink.
What'd you get? I got 2 bars of soap. Oh, what do you stink? Yeah, probably. So that's what you get to look forward to. Because my wife asked me, "What do you want?" Nothing.
No. Yeah.
To live another 10 years, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Make it to retirement.
Yeah. Make it to retirement without being completely broke. We'll see. So well, right on. Well, thanks for calling in. Thanks for the soap.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
And tell some Caminos to have some girls. Does anybody have girls coming up?
I can't even think of any girls. I really can't. I mean.
Jay or
Jay and
Kirby,
they have some girls. I I know they had some boys that, you know, Jay did at least that.
Yeah.
They went to the state championship. You know.
Yeah.
I really wasn't even that good, but luckily I was on teams with Jay and Kirby. Those two were good. I mean, those side of the Caminos, they are just something else. That's a different breed. Holy smokes.
Yeah. So get to breeding, Caminos. We need some more girls so we can win some state championships. Yeah. So.
All right, bro.
Well, cool. Right on. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, we'll see ya. All right. There's Camino. Give us a call. Join the program. 307-620-8866. Has anyone texted us this morning? Let's see here. I'm getting chilly out here, sitting in the garage. Hopefully my Zoom interview with Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty just isn't a disaster coming up next hour, because my internet is great when it's just me, but when I do anything else, it doesn't like me. And I imagine it's just the internet here. I'm 2 feet away from the router. That's why I'm sitting in the garage. But yeah. Are you watching Love is Blind season 10? What'd you think of the Super Bowl last week? Give me a call, 307-620-8866. I guess a SWAT team. Let's see the headline here. 3 people detained as SWAT team descends on a home near Nancy Guthrie's house. We'll check up on the latest on that. We'll look at some Cowboy State Daily headlines. That and more coming up next. Call the show. Join the program. 307-620-8866. It's CowboyStateDaily.com.
Who can you turn to for news you can trust? Your local TV and radio broadcasters.
JB Hunt now has CDLA truck driving jobs in the Cheyenne area, and they're hiring Class A drivers for a local dedicated route. Drivers can make $78,000 a year and be home every night. Plus, medical benefits after 30 days on the job, also earning paid time off on your first day, and enjoy other perks like a company-matched 401k. As a company founded by a truck driver, JB Hunt is driven for you. So head to drivejbhunt.com to see the JB Hunt difference. That's drivejbhunt.com. Winter is here. Wind chills below zero, ice and snow, and the drifts. Oh, you know what it's like. But guess what? Cowboy State Daily has you covered with the most accurate and reliable forecast with meteorologist Don Day. So you know what to expect. You know the saying, if you don't like the weather in Wyoming, just wait 5 minutes. It will change. But you don't have to keep checking the skies or an app on your phone to see if it's going to rain or snow. So make sure you're getting your forecast from Cowboy State Daily's Don Day. Every day.
You're listening to the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Who can you turn to for news you can trust? Your local TV and radio broadcasters. You trust us to keep you safe during times of crisis and to deliver the weather, sports, and entertainment you rely on every day. We bring you the facts you need to make decisions that matter. And as misinformation floods social media, you can trust your local stations to deliver the truth. Text TV to 52886 and tell Congress you rely on your local stations for trusted news.
You handle the healthcare, we'll handle the marketing. In need of a spark for marketing your medical practice? Loom Studio provides creative and strategic healthcare marketing that illuminates the path to bigger and better experiences for your business and your patients. We specialize in branding and design, social media, website design, SEO and SEM, not to mention content creation, public and media relations, and marketing metrics to ensure you're getting results. If you're looking to increase your patient engagement and retention, enhance your community impact, and streamline your marketing efforts, our team is ready to help you achieve your goals. Contact us today and learn more at loomstudio.com.
We come from a long line of farmers, and there's a sense of pride, but there's also a significant amount of pressure.
Farmers have to take care of their physical and their mental health, because what's a farm without a farmer?
Watching the sun come up That's my time. I can have a cup of coffee, and every day's a new opportunity.
That's cool.
Your hand's gotten so
Yay!
Don't forget to check in on yourself. Love, your mind.
Streaming on YouTube, all of our social media, or just go to cowboystatedaily.com. Right there on the front page. Hopefully I just dropped again. I don't get this internet here at the house. I'm on location in Immigrant, Montana. It says my internet was fine when I started, but it's been all over the place. Hopefully it's not lagging. Let's see. Oh, we got some people in the Zoom room. Oh, yeah. Robbie Hart was in there. Green was in there. We need Robbie Hart tour out west. We want Wendy Core back. Matt and I want to come to Wyoming. Been at the top of my list. Yeah, where's a good spot that Robbie can go? I need to get up some places for her to come. Luminous Brew House, which was one of them, is closed now in Sheridan, which was sad to see. But yeah, maybe the warehouse. They just closed for a month. Did you see that? That the warehouse after, yeah. She goes, that's why they didn't reply. Yeah, they're closed. I'll get you some venues, Robbie. I reached out to somebody else to try and get some more venues around the state. Or see what's going on anyway. But yeah, we'll hopefully get her out here. Join the program, 307-620-8866. Did you watch the Super Bowl? What'd you think? The ratings weren't too bad. Kendrick Lamar's performance at Super Bowl 59 had 133.5 million. Michael Jackson's Super Bowl 27 had, as of Wednesday, February 11th, 3 days after the Super Bowl, the NFL uploaded YouTube video of Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show had more than 69 million views. Wow. For comparison, the YouTube video of Lamar's halftime show last year reached 50 million views in a similar 72-hour time frame. How much do you make off of that? The halftime show social media views of Bad Bunny. Telemundo halftime ratings had 4.8 million average viewers. That's the Spanish language broadcast, owned also by NBC. What do you think of NBC's coverage of the Super Bowl? I'm always torn with NBC. I don't know if I like those guys. I love Mike Tirico. I loved it when he was on ESPN. He was on everything back when he was on ESPN. He did college basketball, football, everything. And then he went to NBC for more money and did nothing for like a couple of years. And now he's starting to do, then he does Sunday Night Football. And now I think he's starting to do NBA games. So that's cool to get Tirico back in the mix doing more stuff. When he worked for ESPN, he worked every single night. I didn't blame him when he left. I was like, man, the guy's, pay him. He works all the time. He works nonstop. Oh, Jason said the Gaslight Social and Casper. Maybe. There you go, Robbie. We're trying to get Ryan Charles on the show. He was in Laramie last week. I think we might have him on in 2 weeks. What's today? Yeah, Valentine's Day. I think he's going to be on the 28th. He is also going to the Gaslight Social. When is that? Let's see here. He just announced some more tour dates. Ryan Charles, upcoming shows. He's going to be at the Gaslight Social on March 28th. March 28th, Casper, Wyoming, Gaslight Social. He's going to be in Denver, April 16th, Greeley on April 17th, Colorado Springs on April 18th. He's going to be in St. Joe, Texas on March 13th. So some more shows coming up for Ryan Charles. And he's going to be on our show. Yeah, now Steven says it's freezing up just with me. Ugh. Yeah, it went red there. Now I'm back in the green. So I think I'm doing better. So bear with me. I'm on location, Immigrant, Montana. I'm going to Chico Hot Springs this afternoon. Never been there. I was going to come last year at this same time for our birthdays, but my wife got sick, so we had to cancel. And then I told the story in the first hour. I won't repeat myself on how I got the Airbnb hookup for the weekend. Because yesterday, when I drove here, I listened to Fox Sports Radio. I listened to Colin Cowherd for 3 hours. He's on for 3 hours. And I get it that, no one, 99% of your audience is not going to listen to the entire show. I mean, there are some people that listen to the 4 hours of my show, which I appreciate you listening for 1 minute or for 4 hours, however much you can fill in or take in, on your Saturday. I get it. But for the 3 hours of his show, he talked about LeBron James at least 5 times, about LeBron getting the triple-double 2 nights ago. He's the oldest guy to get a triple-double, which is great. But then he had a segment, a complete 20-minute segment in his third hour that was the same segment from his first hour, like word for word. It was a top 10 of the top NBA guys right now, and LeBron wasn't in it. The clutch guys, the last 2.5 minutes of the game, who you want to go to, who's good on defense, stamina, free throws, clutch, whatever. But he did the same segment twice in a 3-hour show. I was like, man, I go for 4 hours, and he's got a hell of a lot more commercials than I have. And I don't ever repeat the same thing, which I very well could because, like I said, no one's listening probably from the first hour to the last hour. I could pretty much repeat everything in the last hour, but I don't. But yeah, it's just, it was frustrating. I was like, man, this guy's making a gazillion dollars a year and he's working 3 hours and half of his show's a complete repeat. And he talked about LeBron 27 times. And he talked about the same thing, like, the week after the Super Bowl, sucks. We start talking about the NBA, and then we just bash on the NBA for a couple weeks, and then it's NBA All-Star Week, and then, baseball finally starts, and then we can start talking about baseball, and it was just like, man. So listen to my show for 4 hours, and I try not to repeat anything for the 4 hours. I was going to run you an interview that I did a couple weeks ago with Catherine Britt, but I'm afraid that my internet might lag too much, so maybe I'll hold off on that. Since Steven says I'm lagging again, we are going to have Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty coming up next hour, which I'm completely afraid for that interview. We'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Oh, Steven sent me something about, is it the Olympics? Flying Tiger produces try of highlight here. We'll have to check that out. But Steven's listening down under in Australia. Yeah, and even then my frames just dropped, or my internet just dropped. My brother-in-law has a hotspot, but I'm afraid to turn my internet off of what I have now and turn it on to that one. It's just weird. I don't know. I'll be back home next Saturday. Back in the friendly confines of my high-speed fiber optic internet. I don't know what is the one here. What's it say? Wisp West internet. I'm in Montana, out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry. Immigrant Montana. I don't even know how many people live in this town. Not very many. Let's see, how much time do I got here? About 4 minutes till the top of the hour. The Wyoming Cowboy basketball team is going to make a trip down south to Fort Collins for Border War Part 2. It's set for a 2 o'clock start time today. Is it on? Oh, it's on the Mountain West Network. If you have Amazon Prime, I think you can stream it there. You can also go to gowild.com and follow it there or listen on the 26 affiliate stations of the Cowboy Sports Network. It's the 246th all-time meeting between the Pokes and the Sheep. The third contest between the schools that happens on Valentine's Day. Each team has won one game on Valentine's Day. This might be the final border war for quite a while as Colorado State is heading to the Pac-12 next year, sadly enough. Wyoming heads into the contest. When they faced each other a couple weeks ago, they both had the same records. We're now 13-11, and the Rams are 14-10. We're 4-9 in the conference. They're 5-8 in the conference. So they must have won. They've won 2 straight against San Jose and Air Force. The Pokes haven't played in a week. Did we win last week? I can't remember how we did last Saturday. Who did we play last Saturday? I think somebody good. Leland Walker still leading the way for the Pokes, averaging 14.5 points a game. Kyle Jorgensen leads the way for the Rams. He averages 12.5 points a game. The Cowboys lead the all-time series 140-105 in a series that dates back to 1911. The Pokes are 54-62 all-time in Fort Collins. And the Pokes beat them the first time in Laramie 68-57. The Cowboys return home on Tuesday to battle Fresno State. That's a 6:30 tip time. That's also on the Mountain West Network. Tuesday game features $5 tickets and a free souvenir cup and fountain drink for the first 1,000 fans. $5 tickets. Go to the game. Please support the Pokes. Today, 2 o'clock against the Sheep. Hopefully we can sweep the Rams. That would be sweet. One last time before they head their way to the Pac-12. The NBA All-Star festivities are tonight. The slam dunk contest, the three-point contest. I have no clue who's in either one of them. I think my kid said, who was in the three-point contest? I can't remember who he said. We'll have to look that up for you. What do you got going on today? What are you doing today? Give me a call. 307-620-8866. It's almost the top of the hour. We'll head to news. Coming up next hour, we're going to try and have an interview with Jessica Lynn Whitty and Chris Jones. They just dropped their latest single. They're also the duo known as the Redneck Files. It's an awesome song. Let me see here. Yeah, Keeping It Cheap and Real. Just came out yesterday. You can go on Spotify and look up Jessica Lynn Whitty. Lynn with an E and Whitty, W-I-T-T-Y. And I know it's on her page. You look at Chris's and see if it's on his. But they'll be coming up in about 30 minutes. Join the program. Give me a call. 307-620-8866. It's time for the news.
It's time to take a look at what's happening around Wyoming. From the Cowboy State Daily News Center, I'm Mac Watson. News is brought to you by the Cody Night Rodeo, where real cowboy action comes alive. Get your tickets starting March 2nd at CodyStampedeRodeo.com. All 59 Wyoming representatives who were on the House floor on Thursday afternoon voted to convene a special committee to investigate the checks given to lawmakers on the House floor on Monday. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that the committee will investigate if it was an act of bribery or legislative misconduct.
That exploded again Thursday when Representative Carly Provenza, who originally shot the photographs of this incident, brought a provision to convene a 7-representative investigative panel to determine whether this was bribery or misconduct. There was extensive debate, like 3 hours.
Rebecca Bextel is not a state legislator or a registered lobbyist. She's a political activist, and after starting her outlet, the Open Range Record, she was registered to attend this year's session as a member of the media. Senate President Bo Biteman told colleagues on Thursday that Wyoming needs to stop waiting and start leading as demand for electricity is expected to spike. Cowboy State Daily's David Madison reports that Biteman spelled out a vision that would put Wyoming in front of Trump's push for American energy supremacy.
So one bill that was voted into introduction on Thursday directs the Wyoming Energy Authority to study the transmission opportunities. What is the best way for Wyoming to approach the energy market? Senate President Bo Biteman stood on the floor today and told his fellow senators that he wants Wyoming to be the tip of the spear.
Introducing Senate File 123, the Wyoming Energy Dominance Fund, Biteman spelled out a vision for the state to position itself at the front of the Trump administration's push for American energy supremacy, backed by roughly $105 million in redirected severance tax revenues. I'll be back with more news from the Cowboy State Daily News Center right after this. WYDOT wants to remind you, download the Wyoming 511 app for hands-free information on your mobile device. This message is from the Wyoming Department of Transportation.
My name's Brady Thornock. I manage my family's ranch here in Uena County. Ranching teaches you to think long-term, and it teaches you that Wyoming stays strong when there's real work here. That's why I'm building a data center on this ranch with a Wyoming company called Prometheus Hyperscale. This project will create thousands of Wyoming jobs, and it will use Wyoming's natural gas resources. We need to build Wyoming. I'm doing this for the future of Wyoming.
Build Wyoming with Prometheus Hyperscale. Go to buildwyoming.com. What if healthcare worked the way it should? Hoskinson Premier Care. Comprehensive quality care with one predictable fee. Unlimited office visits, annual wellness exams, preventative screenings, and advanced imaging. Primary and specialty care, in-house labs, mental health and wellness support, including physical therapy and nutrition. Just for $250 a month. No copays, no deductibles. World-class care right here in Gillette. We are the future of healthcare now, and your doctor works here. Visit HoskinsonHealth.com.
Cowboy State Daily News continues now. Wyoming officials are universally cheering the Trump administration's Thursday repeal of an Obama-era rule that was the linchpin for EPA climate regulations. Cowboy State Daily's Greg Johnson reports that environmental groups say the move ignores science and invites legal challenges.
What they say is that it really was a giant overreach on government's part to then just be able to use this rule to say it affects the Clean Air Act. Everybody I talked to within Wyoming said that this is way past due. There are detractors. Environmental groups say that they're going to keep fighting it. I think they were just ready to sue whenever this came down. So that's going to face lawsuits.
By eliminating the rule, President Donald Trump and EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin say they are doing away with the single largest deregulatory action in U.S. history, according to an EPA statement announcing the move. A Wyoming House committee advanced a bill Thursday that would provide funding for a study on how data centers, carbon capture, and other large-scale industrial projects might sap or impact the state's water supply. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports this is just the beginning.
It would be $500,000 to investigate the things that take water out of our water cycle, that sap Wyoming water. Data centers were implicated in that bill. And an environmental group that actually said, we don't want you to pass this bill right now, said that's because it wasn't big enough. It didn't give enough money. It didn't have enough scope of investigation. And they want to go bigger. Representative
Carly Provenza out of Laramie says data centers pose a consequential problem in Wyoming. And that's a look at today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting that daily newsletter button at cowboystatedaily.com. I'm Mac Watson for Cowboy State Daily.
One more time before you wake up in the wild. In your eyes, I see a flower slowly dying.
Together with the Nature Conservancy, you have the power to make a difference. For unspoiled nature, for beautiful wildlife, and for people everywhere. Together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive.
Oh, in the wild, you're gonna make it. The moonlight is here to take you.
Our natural world needs needs us now. Every day, we lose more lands, waters, and the wild species that depend on them. To learn more, visit nature.org today.
CowboyStateDaily.com, hour 4 of the show. Jeff hanging out with you here on location in Immigrant, Montana. My internet still holding out, hopefully. It's green, so that's a good sign right now. But we'll see when we have Chris Jones and Jessica Ledwinny coming up here at the bottom of the hour, how our internet does since our first hour guest, Mr. William Alexander, I think it was a buffering fest. We'll see. Maybe my internet will get better as the day goes on here. Big thanks for William to coming on this morning. WilliamAlexandermusic.com. Go check him out. Couple articles here. I started talking about this earlier and then got sidetracked, which usually happens of Nancy. Shortly after a SWAT team swarmed a home near the 84-year-old's Tucson property, according to reports. Acting on a tip, law enforcement executed a search warrant at a home about 2 miles from the missing grandma's house and took 2 men along with one of their mothers into custody, a local police source told Fox News Digital. It's unclear if anyone is a suspect. What's going on? I don't know what the hell's going on. Police officials announced on X late last night a statement would be forthcoming, but didn't specify what the announcement would be about. Agents were seen towing away a silver SUV from a parking lot outside a Tucson restaurant Friday night. The SWAT operation came hours after investigators recovered DNA evidence from somebody not known to be in close contact with Guthrie from her property. So maybe we're getting somewhere. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday night? We had like a break and then that turned out to be nothing. Or they had somebody in custody. Then nothing happened with that. I mean, what day are we on here? Is this 2 weeks? We on day 14? Was last seen on January 31st at her Tucson home. Yes, today's the 14th. She was forced out of her home early in the morning, leaving a trail of blood behind. If this lady's still alive, it's going to be a shock. I still think it's an inside job. Something, I mean, this is just bizarre. If you go on Twitter, there's always conspiracy theories flying there. No matter what it is. Let's see if there's anything on Twitter right now. Yeah, it's too bad. What did I see last night? That some Wendy's restaurants are starting to close? I think my wife said something earlier this week that some Pizza Huts were closing. What's going on? Now I can't find the article. I'll have to find it here. But here's the other one about this Girl Scout. My wife just bought some Girl Scout cookies. My sister-in-law and her daughter are here. And she's in the Girl Scouts. And we just bought, 4 or 5 boxes of Girl Scout cookies from her. But here's an article. This Pennsylvania Girl Scout, who's 6, breaks record for selling 87,000 boxes of cookies. 87,000 boxes of cookies. How? She smashed the record for the most cookies sold in a single season and isn't letting anything stop her from earning the top prize. Pim Neal sold nearly 87,000 boxes of the seasonal treat as of Saturday morning for her fundraiser, which started with the modest goal of selling enough cookies to earn a spot at Scout Camp. I think she earned it. Pim is literally unstoppable, her dad said. She aimed to sell 5,000 boxes, but then set her sights on the state record for trying to sell 10,000 boxes. Her new goal is set to sell 100,000 boxes. How is she doing this? I mean, that's insane. She's hoping to sell more cookies than anyone. And we are tackling her goal a few thousand at a time. Pim has shattered several national records and is looking to crumble the world record for most boxes sold. She's currently a Daisy Scout, the youngest of all scouts. She began selling cookies on Tuesday, January 6th, and by that Friday, she'd sold 800 boxes. The Girl Scouts cookie season often runs from January to April. The family utilized Facebook and TikTok accounts to market the young girls' ventures, updating followers on the daily count of cookies sold. Well, whatever they're doing, it's working. 87,000 boxes. Which is insane, though, because last year in Sheridan, one of the moms came by and she was trying to do the same thing. They were trying to sell 1,000 or something boxes of cookies for her daughter to get like a stuffed animal. She goes, yeah, we're going to sell 1,000 boxes and make, $40,000 for Girl Scouts. And my daughter's going to get a $3 stuffed animal. But that's how it goes. It's fundraising. The lifetime cookies record is currently held by a motivational speaker, Katie Francis, who sold 180,000 boxes between 2011 and 2020. She also holds the record for the most sales in a single season until Lily Bumpus sold over 32,000 in 2021, a record quickly demolished by Pim's business. Yeah, she crushed that. 87,000 boxes of cookies this year for a 6-year-old. What kind of TikTok accounts? Can she start promoting my show? We could get 80,000 more listeners if I can get the Girl Scouts involved. I'm starting to get cold sitting out here in the garage. When I just went inside during the break, my daughter was like, can you turn the heat back on? I was like, what, are you getting cold? I turned all the heat off because if you heard me in the first hour, the house is just on fire. It's so hot. But yeah, if you heard the news, the Wyoming Senate formally condemns GOP activists for passing out checks on the House floor. All 31 Wyoming senators Friday condemned a GOP activist for handing out campaign checks on the floor of the House. The appearance of vote buying on the House floor or the Senate floor is absolutely unconscionable. Yeah, said Bo Beitman. How ridiculous. They have like pictures of this person handing out checks on the State House of Representatives floor. The State Rules Committee, meanwhile, worked Thursday and Friday on a new chamber rule to ban senators from knowingly soliciting legislative campaign contributions or accepting them by affirmative act or any day during which the Senate is in session, no matter where that senator is. What's going on? Just crazy. So hopefully no more of that. Yeah, here's a picture of the lady just handing out checks. A representative photographed Rebecca Bextel, a Republican activist who was registered to attend the legislative session as a member of the media, handing out checks on the floor of the Senate or floor of the State House of Representatives. She handed checks to at least 3 House representatives. All 3 of them, 2 days later, voted in favor of introducing a bill that Bextel has championed. Shocking. Oh, yeah, she just paid me off. Why not? This was pretty crazy yesterday. Why is it always news from people in Sheridan? Seems like the last couple of weeks, the news, there's always been somebody from Sheridan on one of the headlines at Cowboy State Daily. DoorDash fires Sheridan driver for sending sexually explicit texts. DoorDash has fired a driver after a Sheridan woman said she received sexually explicit text messages from him. Police have confirmed a complaint was filed, and several other women have since said they also received inappropriate text messages. It doesn't say who the people are, but that the woman filed a complaint with local police that a DoorDash driver sent her a sexually suggestive text message hours after delivering her food. According to the screenshot that the woman shared on social media, the man remarked in his text message that she looked good in her underwear. Police confirmed the text message and said no criminal charges have been filed in connection with the incident. And since there was no charges, that Cowboy State Daily could not publish the man's name. DoorDash did cut ties with the driver, according to a company statement emailed to Cowboy State Daily. He said, "Hello, beautiful. I DoorDashed to you today, and I have to say is, wow, you looked good in your purple panties." She replied back, "This is highly inappropriate, and I'll be reporting you to DoorDash. Don't message me again or come to my apartment. I will make a report." Yeah, that's kind of scary. She said that she didn't go to the door in purple panties. She was wearing purple shorts because it was hot in her place. Doesn't matter what she's wearing. You can't be texting your DoorDash people after you deliver at their house. Yeah, it's not good. Cowboy State Daily also sent messages to two women who commented being bothered by the man, as well as to the mother of an apparent minor female who commented the same. So this isn't the first time, but looks like it might be the last time since DoorDash let him go. People from Sheridan, can we not be on the Cowboy State Daily headlines next week? Park County man accused of terrorizing pregnant woman, 2 young kids with a hammer during a 3-day drinking binge. That's not good. So yeah, go check out some of the headlines, cowboystatedaily.com. You can join the program. Give me a call, 307-620-8866. Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty, the duo better known as the Redneck Files, are going to be coming up on the show here in about 10 minutes or so. Do I have enough time to play this? I think so. I got this voicemail last week, and I forgot to play it for you last week. But I want to play it for you now. This is the Democratic Cowboy. I don't think he cusses during this, but here.
Hi, this is the Democratic Cowboy in Massachusetts. I'd like to talk to you sometime, Mr. Jeff Rickett, 6 to 10 on the Cowboy show out there in Wyoming. Yahoo! Hello! So I'm telling you, I'll have to call back to you later, Mr. Rickett. Mr. Rickett, I'll have to call back to you later because the Republicans are on my case. You know how it is being a Democrat. So I thought I'd call you up since you're a wrestling talk, since you're a talk show in Wyoming. So I'll call you Monday morning. Bye-bye for now. Democratic Cowboy done.
Okay, so I guess that's the end of the call. But this thing goes on for like 2 more minutes.
No, he didn't call me. I called him.
And now I don't know if it's his wife. Who's yelling at him in the background?
I have to call him. It's in Wyoming. I like to do it. I'm the Democratic Cowboy. I've been doing it for years. Will you get out and stay out of the way?
I have to. I'm the Democratic Cowboy.
Yeah. No, he's a talk show. The more talk shows I get, the more they'll know me. I have a good voice, Sherry, for that business. Come on. All right.
Yeah. Then it kind of goes dead for a minute, and then some more talking as I'm rolling around in his pocket or something for 3 minutes. The Democratic Cowboy. I wonder where he's at. What was the phone number? 508 area code? Yeah. Sounds like he's out east. Let me see here. 508 area code. South Central and Southeastern Massachusetts, including the cities of Worcester, New Bedford, Brockton, Fall River, and Framington. Probably butchering all those names, but somewhere out there is the Democratic Cowboy. So yeah, he left that message for us last week. Let's take a quick break. Coming up, we're going to be chatting with Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty. Their brand new single just came out yesterday.
Welcome to The Jake Show on Cowboy State Daily, Wyoming's daily dose of raw, unfiltered, and occasionally uncomfortable truth.
I don't do talking points. I do reality.
No spin, no fluff, just Jake. Local issues, national nonsense, and zero BS. It's truth, sarcasm, and grit, shaken, not stirred.
I just call it like a...
Jake's got something to say, and he's not asking permission.
The West was built by people who weren't afraid to speak up. I'm just keeping the tradition alive.
The Jake Show, weekdays on CowboyStateDaily.com and wherever you get your dose of reality.
Not for the easily rattled, perfect for everyone else.
Nestled between Casper Mountain and the North Platte River, you'll find the heart of Wyoming, with a bustling downtown.
This is the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Nestled between Casper Mountain and the North Platte River, you'll find the heart of Wyoming, with a bustling downtown centered around our outdoor haven. Casper is for adventurers, freedom seekers, and rule breakers who find beauty off the beaten path. So if touchable history, a vibrant community, and uninterrupted outdoor recreation define your travel itinerary, allow us to welcome you to the one and only Casper, Wyoming. Plan your trip at visitcasper.com.
All right, look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs. We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Welcome back. Cowboy State Daily Saturdays with Jeff right here on CowboyStateDaily.com. We are streaming on YouTube. on Facebook, on any of our social media platforms.
What's going on, man?
Oh, there's what's happening here. We'll see if Jessica Lynn Whitty joins here. And hopefully our internet won't lag completely. My audio down, so he can't hear me. There we go. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Now you can probably hear me. All right. Here we'll head to Chris here very soon. We'll see if Jessica enters the room and if my computer doesn't lag completely. I teased it earlier that Wendy's was closing in its home market with several locations already closed. It said it plans to shut down 5 to 6% of U.S. restaurants in the first half of its largest market. The results fell short of Wall Street's expectations and capped off a bruising end to the year for the company. Wendy's not getting that much love? What's happening? No saucy nugs for anyone? Let's see. My stream is still just a complete crap. I can have a recording of it. Let's head to Chris here. Might as well, since he's hanging out in the Zoom room. Let's give him a little intro here. Yes, Chris Jones, the Pacific Northwest duo of Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty, better known as the Redneck Files, just released their latest single called Keeping It Cheap and Real yesterday. The song was recorded in Nashville, has their usual easygoing vibe. Chris and Jessica, thanks for coming on, buddy. Hey. We share the same. We're a year apart. We're almost born on the same day.
I know, we're kindled spirits, man. We're born on the same day, just different years, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. How are you been?
Oh, not too bad. Did you celebrate? What'd you do?
Well, my wife made me the best spaghetti dinner ever, and so that's kind of how we celebrated, man.
Nice.
So, it was great.
We'll see if it flickers back and forth here. You never know on the Zoom room. Jessica, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you? Your birthday too?
Yes, my birthday was yesterday as well.
I'm in like the best Pisces company right now.
I don't know if Jessica's as big as a Seahawks fan. I know you and Beth are huge. Oh, she does have her Seahawks hat on. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Is the party ended in the Pacific Northwest? What's going on?
Let's just put it to you this way. I've seen some things, and I've listened to some of the radio DJs, and of course they've been out there on for the Seahawks parade, and they were hungover the very next day after the game, and hungover the very next day after the parade. So I don't know if it's actually ended or not. We're celebrating hard up here in the Northwest.
Oh yeah, I think we'll just keep the party going till the next Super Bowl. How about that?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
They could do it again. They looked really good. Did you watch it at home? Where'd you watch the game?
I watched it at my parents-in-law's. We were all over there just kind of eating some pork sliders and watching the game. I had no doubt in my mind they were going to win. From the beginning of the season, they look like a great team. And honestly, if we don't have any trades or anything, we're going to the Super Bowl again next year. That's my feeling.
Yeah. I actually ended up being in Denmark, and so I just had to wake up the next morning and hear how it ended. I was playing at my sister's house, and she was like, "We won!" It was great.
Yeah, I've talked to you a few times, Jessica, and I don't know if I realized this before or not, but yeah, you moved. What was the reason?
Well, I am a country girl in my heart, so country music's where it's at for me, and there wasn't a lot of that going on. So, I have dual citizenship, so I can do both. And I was like, to hell with it. I'm going to go to the States and I'm going to be a country star. And everybody laughed, but, I did my best.
Exactly. She's done it. So they can screw off now, I guess. But
yeah, exactly. You tell them.
Well, for me, as you know, when we met you, we were out on tour. We did our tour together. And, my dog died. My dog Angus died.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a huge blow.
For everybody.
Yeah, it was really rough. So I've just kind of been taking some time off. As a matter of fact, I finished the mix yesterday for his song. So he's got a new song coming out pretty soon, and it's a wonderful tribute to him. But I lost a piece of me, and I want to take some time off for some inspiration. That's what I wanted to do. So that's why I've been taking some time.
Yeah. Well, so this has to be good, though. Is this kind of closure now that the song is out or is done?
It is. I've been kind of, to be honest with you, I couldn't sing it for about two and a half years. I just couldn't sing the song. So it didn't get done because I kind of felt connected still with him, But now it's finished. We can put it out, and it's a great tribute now. I'm just focused on the writing.
Yeah, because you announced that you were retired from the road. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, did you see his little throwback with where I'm all wearing all white?
Yeah.
Wait, sister? Yeah. Ray and I have always been, we're partners in crime and life and fur baby parenting, everything, right? But we've always been involved in each other's musical projects, but we never really done a musical project together. So, but this was one of his projects called Grade the Astronaut, and I have been a backup singer in that forever. So, he let me step up front and rock it out. Yeah. I do still have a little rock in my heart, I will say.
Yeah, a little bit. She definitely belting it out. It's awesome. If you go check out Raymond Hayden is out yesterday. You had a couple other songs that you guys recorded and released. Was this part of that session?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, this is the final song of the 5 that we recorded that we finally put out. We got a little slack. We want to take a little time and let people digest what we did already. So
we're a lot. We know we're a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a lot. You two toured the country like in 2024. You almost did 50.
It was really awesome.
It was super cool. We started out down in Seattle, working our way down through Oregon, California, and then we cut all the way across, like Texas that way, and by way of Memphis, and then into Nashville for our recording. We recorded a video for Jess in Memphis. And the Strawberry Festival is fantastic. You've never seen so many fields of strawberries in your life. It was
true.
Really cool. And great entertainers down there, great people. And only thing I'd say about it is we had a television interview real early in the morning. We had to wake up and get to the fair super early, and it was before our coffee, before anything, and I could barely even talk, let alone try to sing something. And these guys they're up there at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're sitting up there just waking up, and it's all springy and talky, and man, I'm like, oh God, what do you want to talk about today?
We both had that deep throaty morning voice going on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but it was a great time. We had a great time. Even the dog had a great time on that one,
Yeah, Angus, the dog that Chris wrote the song about, he was with us that whole trip, but he's been Chris's touring dog forever. And so it was just so nice to have him along for the ride. Even he was our Angie Bangy. He was just the cutest. He's just the cutest little soul. And I'm so grateful I got to know him so much better.
Yeah.
It's like having home on the road,
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, that's just got to make you get back out on the road, Chris, after thinking about that stuff. Or maybe it's time for the new dog.
Yeah, well,
Halen
the new dog, he is something else, boy. I'll tell you,
he can pull
forever
the
pup. Yeah, he's my forever pup. I don't think he's ever gonna grow up, but hey.
Yeah. So you had a point. Both Chris and I had taken a little bit of a break. I think Chris got tired of me. Really, that's what I think happened. But but I think we both were pretty worn out after a few years of touring like that, and I kind of decided to do a little bit less of that. I still do my Patsy Cline tribute every year, which I think is so fun. But other than that, I've been writing and working in the publishing and pitching songs, and I actually have a whole catalog of songs that I'm going to start putting out one by one now. This is the first of that strip of songs, because I was like, Chris and I needed to put this final song out of our 5. So basically, it's just been a writing and recording frenzy for me. And then I've been able to spend a little time on some other creative outlets. Like I love to do paintings, and I do pet portraits. I actually did one of Angus and Caitlin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going to interject and say she's become a fantabulous visual artist now with painting. It's, oh my God, if you need a pet portrait done, you need to speak to this woman right here.
Huh.
She captured the likeness so well. I'm so very proud of both those paintings that you did, and forever love you for them. Thanks, sis.
Wow.
Hey, thanks for the plug.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I mean, are these anywhere, Jessica? Can we see these? Are they online or anywhere?
Oh yeah. They're on. They have their own website, but I link between both my music and my art website. Bye, Chris. And and I do. But it's jlwitty.com. So I just shortened it for the art.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, feel free to go in and take a look. There's lots of pups and horses and cats and stuff.
How did this start?
So actually, I started painting. I went to Barcelona to go to art school when I was 20, and I did that for the first part of my 20s, and then I decided to to pursue music. So it's just basically been on hold. It was my first endeavor.
Wow. Yeah. Go to jlwitty.com.
Yeah.
And I'm there right now. And yeah, these are awesome.
Thank you so much. Chris, you're the best.
Impressive.
That's my fur baby.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's well.
I mean, but yeah, fantastic work.
Oh, Chris, you're so sweet.
Yeah, I mean, you think this lady's just got talent in the vocal department, then she starts painting. You're like, God damn it, woman! Is there anything you can't do?
Yeah, adult.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're all struggling with that one.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. What can't this woman do? She can sing, and now she's crushing it painting pets.
If I could only find my keys, then we'd be golden.
Yeah.
Okay, and I also got to say that she makes this thing around Christmas time, the Danish pepper cookies. All right, if you've never had these before, you definitely got to try her Danish pepper cookies. That sounds weird to eat pepper in a cookie, but it's like one of those sugar cookies, kind of that has the just pepper in it.
Kind of like a ginger snap, but with
pepper
good. Also. Yeah.
And her Danish meatballs. Oh my God. Yeah.
Chris, I love you.
Now I'm
hungry.
I love you too, yeah.
This is Ready for news that actually feels like Wyoming. Tune into Cowboy State Daily Radio.
Go to a commercial break on me. My thumb hit the wrong button here as I.
See, even he's getting excited about pepper cookies.
Exactly.
I love it.
I got all excited about all this food. I was like, what? What's going on here? But yeah, I mean, it's like you've known each other forever.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't very hard to get to know each other. I believe is in 2020, we were doing something very similar to this for a dog charity, and we didn't really knew of each other, but we'd never met. And she was singing, or I was singing on the thing, and then she came on singing on it. My wife was like, "You guys sound good together," from the other room. And I'm like, well, never know. I had a meeting with her husband not too long after that, and I don't know what happened. We got together, and it was magic. We just started singing.
It was. Chris brought in the song Today, which is one of the songs that we put out. And I just remember singing that in our kitchen, and I was just like, holy crap, this guy can write songs. This is just incredible. Like, I come in with an idea and I'd be like, I really want a party song, but, like not too fancy, and your own damn party was born. I mean, Chris can write anything and on the fly if he needs to. He once sat out back and wrote about belt buckles, and he was, redneck. What did you call it? Redneck hubcap.
Redneck hubcap.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's so incredibly talented with songwriting, and his voice is. I mean, I love singing harmony, and with Chris, it's just so effortless.
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's take a quick break. We'll come right back with them. Chris Jones, Jessica Lynn Whitty, Keeping It Cheap and Real just came out.
Oh, another national expert explaining Wyoming. Bless their hearts. Look, don't rely on national experts. We do it all ourselves at Cowboy State Daily Radio. Real news for real Wyomingites who actually live here. We tell it like it is, with headlines that hit harder than a spring blizzard and commentary that cuts through all the bull. Cowboy State Daily Radio. It's Wyoming news. No filter, no fluff, no kidding.
You're listening to the Cowboy State Daily Radio Network.
Wyoming is a place of unlimited potential, a place that inspires us to dream. Since 2014, Wyo Lotto has given back over $180 million to our great state through transfers, winnings, commissions, and more. Dollars that have gone directly into your cities, towns, and counties. Dollars that have changed lives and set dreams in motion. Thank you, Wyoming, for a legendary 10 years. We can't wait to dream up what's next.
Might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. You may not even know you have it, but you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand. With early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
So I wanted to talk with you and your mom today, Lily, because of some of the changes your friends and teachers have seen in you lately. And along with the incident the other day, you were with Derek when he was caught selling marijuana.
Yeah, he was selling it.
Honey, we know. But we care about you and want to know what's going on.
That's right. We'd like to understand it better and see how we might help. And if weed is a part of it, we want to make sure you know about the negative consequences for someone your age. So, can we talk?
Talk. They hear you.
Welcome back, Cowboy State Daily. Saturdays with Jeff right here on CowboyStateDaily.com. Let's head back to the Zoom room where we have the one and only Jessica Lynn Whitty along with Chris Jones, better known as the Redneck Files. The brand new single, Keeping It Cheap and Real, is out now. So, you guys, it seems like the Pacific Northwest, you guys are kind of a tight-knit music community. How is it out there?
Well, can I be honest with you? I want to keep it cheap and real with you. Sorry, I had to do it. Jessica's husband, Raymond, is the connection in the Northwest. He is what I consider the actual why we are such a tight-knit community up here in the Northwest. Because everyone who knows Raymond, let's just say he doesn't deal with musicians that aren't of the caliber and professional and good people. So he's just the guy that gets all the good musicians together and we just kind of collab and write, and it's great, and we support one another up here because I don't know what it's like.
Yeah. Well, and Jessica was just talking about that Chris can write about anything. This new song, Keeping It Cheap and Real, how was the writing for this one? Because, I could literally see you guys sitting around drinking wine out of a coffee cup.
Well, Chris it was so fast for him because he didn't actually write this one.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Well, we brought songs to the table. We wrote together, of course. We brought songs to the table. This was actually one that I wrote with a friend of mine. She would joke around and say, I want to write a song about box wine called Keeping It Cheap and Real. And then we just all laughed. But then we actually wrote the song. But trust me, it did not come to life until Chris put his soulful voice on it. Oh my God. That first verse, when he starts singing, I'm just like, woo, goosebumps. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a love song to Box Wine. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
I mean, it doesn't get more cheap and real than that.
Right?
Really cheap and just download it if you want to, you know.
Well,
It's
exactly.
really cheap.
Go to any of your streaming services and download it right now, keeping it cheap and real. Chris Jones, Jessica Lynn Whitty. You can go to Spotify. It's everywhere. Because, yeah, who did the cover art? Was it somebody out there? Or?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, so it was just Jessica that did it.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's really good at arts. She can do anything art-wise, too. Whether it's with her voice or paintbrush or, the computer.
It was funny. I did the thing to look like a box wine, of course, our very own brand. And Chris was the one who said, "Hey, we should put it like a whole bunch of it on the back of a pickup truck." And so I went in and played around with some graphics and stuff. Turned out pretty fun on like that. So the cover art is just the box wine, but then the promo with it, there's a whole palette of them on the back of a pickup truck.
Well, what are you going to do with one box of wine, all right?
Right?
Between the two of us, we need a pallet of this stuff. Come on.
Just in case there's another pandemic, we're stocked up.
That's right.
Yeah, we got plenty of...
We're not that cheap. We want the whole pallet, baby.
Let me see if I can pull this thing up here.
Cheap and real for ages.
Yeah, there's the truck with the pallet of boxed wine in the back of it. Chris Jones, Jessica Lynn Whitty, keeping it cheap and real. So, Jess, you've recorded a bunch in Nashville. Did you have the connection to record these songs out there, or how'd that work?
Yeah, this was one of the ones we did at Beard Studios, right, Chris? Where I barely
Larry
had
Beard
any voice.
Music Group, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this was the studio that I'd gone to since 2015. And so we went in with those 3 songs, but we actually had the same guy who did the mixes for the first 2, which was Redneck Highway and Your Own Damn Party. And he actually went in and mixed them and made our vocals sound beautiful and luscious like they did in the first ones. And so it was a little bit of everywhere. But yeah, definitely all of the contacts in Nashville, that's a lot of just working the scene there for years and years, and then after a while you just end up knowing people, and it's a fun process. Would you say, Chris, to go to Nashville and record?
Oh man, it's a musician's candy store. It's really cool to watch the process. In the studio itself, it was just freaking amazing. Things that would take me all day to do, these guys did in minutes, and I'm just like, wow! And it sounds. Well, you can be the judge. You hear how it sounds.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
And they wanted Chris to play a little bit of something that he'd written, and I mean, picking up an instrument in front of these guys is like, no, just let me say. I mean, for me, you're Chris, you're amazing, so you could totally do it. But I was like, it's intimidating, isn't it?
It's intimidating. I'm like, yeah, this is my first day on the guitar. Check this out, guys. That's how I feel.
Yeah, the studio musicians, that's all they do all day long is play
Yeah,
their instrument.
when we recorded week-long marathon, it was our little tribute to Johnny Cash, and there's this little riff that I wanted to play, and I told him, I said, basically, don't play it too hard. I have to play this on stage while I'm singing, so dumb it down for me, would you?
But yeah, they did have you show them how you played it, because they wanted to do it how you wrote it. And that's that's very cool of them.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
They really honor the songwriters.
It totally messes with you. You have to try to rework your rhythm while you're trying to sing at the same time, so it was really great for them to do that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Chris Jones, Jessica Lynn Whitty, Keeping It Cheap and Real is out now. This is the last of the 5. Is this it? Or we have plans for more? What's going to happen with you two?
Man, there are still songs sitting on the back burner that we have not touched yet. So we don't know. There's no no, and there's no yes. I don't know. It's a maybe. We have plans to get together and do some writing pretty soon. So we'll see what happens.
If Chris can stand me a little bit longer, we'll get some more going.
Yeah, we need to make it back out to Nashville. That's for sure. I've got a few tunes that I wouldn't mind recording and having some Jessica, some of her vocals on there, and some of her producing work. Because she's a great producer, as you can tell from these, and her husband's work. She produces all of her husband's work. A good percentage of it, anyways. And so it's yeah, we definitely need to get out there and do it again.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the last you'll hear from us. We took a good long break and kind of needed to spend some time with our families too, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you think about it like this. I don't know about Jessica, but for me, I had been playing in North Carolina for 20 years solid. We're talking about 5 to 7 nights a week. And so I moved out here. I was probably playing at least every weekend for a while with the band. And then we did the tour thing. So you don't have enough time for family and family events and actual living. I was on stage most of the time. I'd hear about things from my friends. Hey man, did you check that? Nah, I was out playing. I was there. I was gigging. I was doing this. So it's nice now having a little family time, a little downtime, if you will, at the house.
Yeah. You both hit it hard for a long time. So
we did.
Yeah, you need to take a little bit of break. Well, Jess, when are we going to hear some new stuff? When's stuff going to start coming out from you?
I definitely know I'm going to be putting out another single in the next few months. So we're going to obviously let this one blossom and do what it's going to do.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to overdo it. But yeah, definitely a few more singles coming this year.
Yeah. So go and follow her. Go check her out, Jessica Lynn Whitty, and also Chris Jones. You go to chrisjonesband.com and check out all of Chris's other stuff with the band. But thank you guys so much. Keeping It Cheap and Real is out now. Thanks for coming on the show. It's always great talking to you.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. There they are. Chris Jones, Jessica Lynn Whitty. Keeping It Cheap and Real is out now. You can go to any streaming service and check that out.
That's right. And if you want to be cheap and real, this makes a really good Valentine's gift for your lady. Just download it. It's really cheap and cheap, real.
It's really cheap and it's real. So there we go. Thanks, guys. There they go. Yeah, awesome. Great song. They mentioned a couple of their other ones. Weekend Marathon was one of them. Let me see here. They had a couple other ones on here on Jessica's page. If you go to Spotify, you can stream them all. But big thanks to those two for coming on. Hopefully the Zoom didn't lag too much. Your Own Damn Party. That's a great tune. But yeah, jlwitty.com if you want to go check out Jessica's paintings. What did my wife text me? You can't pay rent. We have a mortgage. It was just a joke. Just a joke. Yeah, that's why I'm in the garage. I said I couldn't pay the mortgage and I'm living in a storage shed now. But really, I'm on location in Immigrant, Montana. I'm going to go check out Chico Hot Springs today. I'll tell you all about it next week on the show. We got a jam-packed show next week. I think we already have 4 or 5 guests lined up. So make sure you tune into that. Big thanks to William Alexander. Hopefully that interview will post all right on the YouTube page after the show is over this morning. Big thanks to my Aunt Ann Willie, Ann Martin, part of the Buffalo Lady Bison's first and only state high school basketball championship back in 1976. They're celebrating the 50th anniversary this year. Big thanks to Ann. Awesome interview with her. And big thanks to Chris Jones and Jessica Lynn Whitty. What do we got going on? We got about a minute and a half left in the show. Anybody text us on the text line during that interview? Let's see. No. Nobody called. So, yeah, go check it out. Keeping It Cheap and Real. It is out now. I'm going to go check out Chico Hot Springs. The Pokes play at 2. The part 2 of the border war is today. Could be the final basketball game against Wyoming and Colorado State for a while. We hope not, but you never know with them going to the Pac-12. North Dakota State football I think we broke that news last week on the show, or we were one of the first people to talk about it. That became news this week as North Dakota State is a football member of the Mountain West Conference. So pretty awesome. So have a wonderful Saturday. Jake will be back on Monday. Make sure you like us on all social medias. Our Facebook page has hit 200,000 followers. Wow. You can send me an email, jeff@cowboystatedaily.com. Also go and like me on Twitter. I'm at LawnPoke. You can go find me on Facebook. Friend me there. Just go look up Jeff Rickett. Have a wonderful Saturday. It's supposed to be nice here. I'll tell you all about it next week on the show. We appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for listening to Saturdays right here on CowboyStateDaily.com.
10 a.m.
It's time to take a look at what's happening around Wyoming. From the Cowboy State Daily News Center, I'm Mac Watson. News is brought to you by the Cody Night Rodeo, where real cowboy action comes alive. Get your tickets starting March 2nd at Cody.